Daytime
Good evening, chat. Exactly. It's good to be with you here tonight on Masters of the Metaverse, where we talk about wonderful things like daytime strippers. Thank you for that seg, Miss Maggie Doyle.
No, she said that instead of Candy and Sparkles, her names would be Scratch and Sniff.
It's week 3 of me back in the GM seat, and I'm fast remembering why I gave it up.
Right? It's good, right?
It's going to be with you here tonight, folks. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to tell a great story. It's going to be all of the awesome. Here on Masters of the Metaverse on twitch.tv/Zombie Orpheus. We are Zombie Orpheus Entertainment. We're a Northwest-based independent film company that makes all the funny and other stuff. We do films and web series and live shows, and we go to conventions, and we are on Twitch and YouTube and all the things. Look us up. You should know this because you're watching us right now. I don't know why I give that announcement when they know it. It's so superfluous. Christian Doyle reference. Not that you are, just your character. It's his name. It was an in-joke, and you're inside. Welcome.
Daytime strippers.
1 week, guys. Last time. It's all good. So, so what we're going to do. So, we've got some special things to talk about tonight. We want to give out some thank yous. Let's do that first. One of the wonderful ways that people support us is through the magic of Patreon, and we greatly appreciate your support through Patreon. And so every time we air a show, we try to take a moment to thank some of our wonderful Patreon backers. So specifically tonight, I would like to thank Bradley Swan.
Thanks, Bradley.
Thank you, Bradley.
Thank you.
Joseph Lambert.
Woo!
Thank you, Joseph. And Matthias Schulte Kolkman. And I may have said that wrong, except I knew a guy named Schulte with that last name spelling.
All right, then.
Schulte.
Thank you.
Thank you, Matthias. So that's something going on there with Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, let's talk about Patreon buffs.
Ooh.
One of the wonderful things about this show is that you are able to provide little ways of helping out the characters beforehand through the polls that we do for our Patreon backers. So let's give out the results to that so that the players tonight know what they have to work with. Poll results.
Let's block out this part of the show.
Let's pull those out so we know what we have to work with.
There you go. 2 hours and 55 minutes. +4 for me and 10 extra hit points. Thank you, Chad. Christian Doyle, you get a +5 to a roll and 30 hit points.
Wow.
Love for the Doyle. Wow. Mags, you've got a +5 and 20 hit points. Jess.
Real good, man.
You're all doing better than me, so you can, Jess, you got a +3 and 30 hit points. James, you have a +2 and 20 hit points.
That's good.
Like twice as much as I thought I did.
And Luke, you have a +3 and 10 hit points.
Lovely.
Now, please note those are your total hit points. They're not a bonus tonight. It's not true. I entertain myself. It's how I survive.
We get out of here less than 2 hours and 55 minutes if I had only 20 hit points.
Yeah, that's true. Additionally, we have some leftover boosted abilities. Christian, you rolled 2 over. Maggie, you rolled over 2. Jess 2. Luke 1.
Wait, could you explain that again real quick?
I have 2 buffs? You have 2
boosted
boosted
abilities.
Oh, okay.
That
I
you
was
did
going to
not
say.
use.
One?
You did. No, Maggie, you used one.
I
You
used
a
one.
reroll.
Oh, I haven't used mine yet.
Yeah.
I have 1 boosted ability. Luke and I each have 1.
Correct.
And Jess and Christian have 2.
And what your boosted is depends on your character. So.
Big old booster seat. Yeah.
Additionally, I want to thank Val Viper, who I don't know if you're in chat right now or not, but Val Viper sent off an awesome teacher survival kit / care package that he and his mom put together and sent off to Sarah.
Oh,
and so
nice.
it arrived today, and it was filled with all sorts of wonderful stuff. So,
Mostly
Val
white
Viper,
wine.
if you're out there, thank you.
Supporting teachers.
figured-
I love it.
There was no alcohol in this one.
Okay, well.
But
Was it
everything
full of
else.
just paper for which you could print tests
Actually,
on?
there was sanitizer, so that is alcoholic. I mean,
Yes.
you shouldn't do that, but technically.
No, you shouldn't do that.
It's true. Desperate times, desperate times.
We don't need to talk about Saturday night.
So, I think those are all of those pieces that I have in here. I don't think I have any big show announcements to make. I should. Everyone wants us to. Big Snappy Robots needs to happen. I think I should
Oh,
get
a
started
bath
on
bomb
doing
and a
that.
notebook.
Should we do that?
Fuzzy pen.
Yeah, no, like as soon as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big Snappy Robots is coming back, guys. Death from Above. BattleTech meets WWE with less seriousness. No, it should be a lot of fun. Big Snappy Robots beating up on each other and all sorts of behind the scenes fun and comedy, and
So pumped.
it's actually gonna be a lot of fun. I don't know why I'm I'm just an ass sometimes.
Do
I'm
they
sorry,
get
chat.
cool entrances too?
That's gonna be up to the players to decide how they want to
Man,
play
I
this.
hope so.
I
would like a cool
I 100%
entrance.
refuse to do the show without an entrance.
Okay,
So you can have
I mean,
I think you should enter to the Ninja Dragon Riders.
It depends
Which-
on his character, man.
Which, side note, I just introduced my kids actually to the concept of Ninja Dragon Riders,
Oh.
and they were so excited.
Well, because what's not to love? It's ninjas that ride dragons that are also ninjas.
that's amazing.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I got the stunned look from both of them. They're just like, "That's the coolest thing ever."
It is the coolest thing.
I want to watch the show, Dad. I'm like, no, we made it up for a movie.
It's more of an 80s.
But I want to
Hallmark
watch
than
the show.
Marlboro Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that's all the announcements. Anyone else have an announcement to make?
Making
No?
headway on the secret show.
Great. We have multiple shows in progress, guys, and I apologize for not having more specifics, but they're coming. Things are going to happen. And to the best of my knowledge, Ben Dobbins is doing well in Mongolia, and ideally will eventually get to come home,
Great.
which for him now is Canada, so I guess that's moot.
He'll get to go home.
He'll get to go home, yeah. He has to fly through Hong Kong on the way back, so it's been on my brain for quite a while of like how that's going to impact things. But yeah, on that somber note, let's go to the credits, and then we'll come back with a funny show.
Yay!
A group of strangers was brought together through blackmail, lies, and advertising campaigns. They became metapilots, people capable of traveling to strange new places called metaverses and inhabiting the remarkable people known as avatars who lived within. At first, it was just a game, but it soon became a struggle for all reality. Betrayed by an entity that they once trusted, the one known as Tom, these metapilots slayed a would-be immortal, healed a broken world, and saved the entirety of the metaverse. But now, they must answer for their deeds. The metaverse sends you where you need to be. But where are they?
Conscripted by a secret organization, a group of strangers is loaded into experimental metapods, hurtling their souls across dimensions and into unsuspecting avatars. With each trip across reality, these newly minted metapilots gain access to unique powers and abilities, slowly transforming them into true masters of the metaverse.
Masters of the metaverse, masters of the metaverse. They travel through time and space and stuff. Troll them, re-roll them, throw them above. They fly through dimensions, this isn't a bluff. Heroes compelled, they have no choice, bound by the winds of a secret voice. Masters of the metaverse, masters of the metaverse. Masters of the metaverse, masters of the metaverse.
We find ourselves deep in the heart of Meta End.
Wait,
In the heart
I feel like we have
of
to
it.
address this with chat.
Yeehaw! What?
The fact that it's not you singing the theme song.
We
I
were
thought
just
they knew
having
it
a
wasn't.
discussion.
It is not Chris Odie, and I'm shocked.
Apparently, chat, there was a rumor that it was me singing the theme song. It is
It's not a rumor. It's a conspiracy theory that I believe.
Yeah, but
confusion.
we don't know the name of the guy who actually sang it, and Chris has never been able to provide that name, so I still maintain that it's Chris Odie.
Okay.
Well
So you're
played.
gonna have to sing it
played.
by
It's the LaToya Jackson conspiracy. I haven't seen them in the same room. So
or
I-
the Mary-Kate and Ashley.
It's true.
They're the same person. It's
I'm
one
tempted
person.
tonight.
Wait, really?
It's one
I want to
person.
try something tonight and see if every time you speak over here, I'm going to look to this way. Because on camera, it looks like I'm looking at you right now.
Or
Because
you
of
can
how it's all laid
see
out.
our reflection in Luke's glasses.
That's true. That's what I'm doing. Is hey,
Merc, it sounds exactly like him when he sings, I promise.
Yeah.
I've heard him sing.
Yeah.
It's real.
so we find ourselves listening to chat.
They're gonna give you a singing buff.
Things out so James gets a buff too.
Aw.
Thank you, chat.
Hashtag Zenda buff.
I'll try not to make you
Send the
regret
buff.
it.
It's a send buff.
So related to that, that reminded me of something.
You're
And
gonna start
so it-
singing.
Oh, no, but that just reminded me too. Thank you.
Okay.
So it's not in the store, but I do think that it should be. So Mr. Alienator or Ms. Paximo
Wow, you
or
made them really happy right now.
whoever wants to do it, could you please put Dance Magic Dance back in the store? So that we can sing the theme song and rock out to it if that gets dropped. Because I miss it. And Christian and I were dancing to the song at the start of the show. And I'd like to just do it once. Okay, I was.
Okay, so for
I'm
us
gonna
new
own it.
people, we get to sing Dance Magic Dance?
No, we sing
No.
Masters of the Metaverse. We sing the theme
We
song.
sing the theme song. and
Well, all we really do is we
Oh.
dance during the dance break of the theme song.
That's the most
Oh.
important part.
Yeah.
It's liquid dancing.
Okay.
It's fun.
Can I still dress up like David
If you would
Bowie?
rather sing Dance Magic Dance,
I mean,
but only enough words not to get us in
what is
trouble
it, 15
legally,
seconds or
something
something?
like that. I mean,
Okay.
you can do that to the song if you want.
Okay.
So we find ourselves in prison at Meta End.
Welcome back. I'm glad I've been shot.
That is the setting in which we find ourselves. Zenda.
There it
Gabriel
is.
Zenda has been returned to the team.
Hooray! He's back. Oh, someone shot
It
him.
was a fairly quick greeting.
See, I thought he
As
was
the rest of the team works their way through Meta End, the back hatchways, the old decrepit parts of the building or of the facility that had not been used for X number of years. Hand wave right there. Because you guys don't know how long, and that's okay. But yes, soon after they found Gabriel Zinda and got him out, he was shot. And it was sad.
Yay!
Yep. And that's where we ended the show forever, right?
and he lived.
He did. Gabriel survived the shot.
But that same gun really hurt the other man a lot.
Yes.
And has a big hole in him
Yes. Our very own Crash Jackson did abscond with the man's firearm and then return fire
Punctured.
in a much more effective way.
Ah, you got another one.
I heard a bingle.
And today's episode of Meta Break is brought to you by Triceratops stabbing knives for those times when you have to stab something and regular knives just good aren't enough.
Thank you very much,
have
Chat.
attack.
I like it.
Right on. Thank you.
Thank you.
One of my favorite things in life is to find pictures of Tony Becerra smiling and hugging people and posting it to Zoe's various accounts.
I do too. I like that too.
Because I actually have found
I'm
several
thinking
pictures
about
from
framing
shoots
a
like
picture
that.
of him smiling for my house, just so I can take family portraits with the picture right there in front of it.
I'm in.
There's a great picture actually of him and you and several others in which he's very happy until he realizes that someone's taking a picture.
Yeah.
And so there's a couple pictures in a row where he's like smiling and then the picture's there and he's like, I'm not a mean man. Anyway. So we find ourselves in Meta End in the prison. The team, the party, has managed to escape from their own cell, worked their way through the back corridors, and as we have already said at least 3 times, found themselves in solitary in the presence of one Gabriel Zenda. They were able to rescue Gabriel, but the reunion was short and swift, as upon opening up the secret passageway, he was immediately gunned down by the mysterious Scheichel. Mofeld.
This is them.
I never watched the show. Not this one. Prison Outbreak. It's a bad combo.
Prison Outbreak, yeah. Starring,
Oh no,
No? Don't do that.
You're done, moving on.
okay.
I'm so happy right now. The rest of you are screwed, but I'm happy. I can't believe they let this guy do this again.
It was Morgan Freeman and Courtney Love in my version, by the way.
I would totally
I had
watch
Dustin
that.
Hoffman.
I would totally watch that. That is a great combination. Moving on, Pax is most upset now. I'm sorry, Pax. Sorry, Mom. So, Zenda's on the ground. The bad guys are on the ground. 2 of the guys who assaulted you are deceased.
The other 2?
The other 3 are
One is
defeated. One's hogtied, 2 are unconscious after having the crap kicked out of them by the rest of y'all. The gate, the passageway closed behind you, sealing off the entrance to solitary, and you find yourself in this old abandoned hallway with a somewhat stable, a physically stable Zenda.
How clean are the walls?
Did we,
Oh, good.
did
Okay.
we stim pack him?
Yes, I did.
Wyatt used one of his actions in the last combat to
give
stim
him
back
medical stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So his gunshot wound.
space hypodermic.
Yeah.
Made him
Hypodermic needles cure gunshot wounds
yeah,
in the future.
made him stable. It's real. Again, physically stable.
Thanks. Yeah. Sorry. No, you're good. It
Yeah,
happens.
so you have, I believe, 3
Bad.
more of
Sorry.
those stim packs that you found. You got 4 out of the machine before it broke.
Yes.
And that's where you find yourselves. Thomas is no longer with you. He closed the hatchway and then flew off in that drone.
All right, now that the combat is over, let's check the gun. Low on bullets, obviously.
Yes, I believe you only fired the one last shot, which means you have 1 shot left.
Groovy.
The lightning gun, I feel like, is endless because it creates its own power.
Yes.
Solid.
It's fueled by unobtainium hand wavium.
Yes.
Oh, wavy.
So wave, then trigger finger.
Yeah.
Got it. I'll make sure to do that.
But always have good trigger awareness. That's important.
Okay.
Otherwise, you might accidentally bring the devil's to it.
So did Scheichel leave?
Oh, he's very dead.
Yeah,
Dead.
he got shot.
What about his goonies that were helping him? Did they scatter?
They're on the ground.
Yeah.
2 dead, 3 on the ground, 1 hog time.
Well, there were 4. Yeah, there's 5 guys total. Scheichel dead. One of his, as you said, Goonies dead. There'll be no sequel to the movie now. And,
I was gonna say I like the goonies. That was a really bad word to use. I'm sorry.
And 3 of the guys
I hear.
incapacitated. One's awake though because Rosie did hog tie him.
Yeah.
So the
Peter
only one
Charlie.
that's conscious is tied.
Yep.
Got it.
He's wrapped up in a little bow.
Cool.
And they're on the other side of the wall in solitary, so.
We're wearing jumpsuit type
Correct.
things. Does anyone have anything sharp?
And your jumpsuits are red. However, for some reason, Zenda's in orange.
Solitary.
That's the reason.
Your hand is sharp?
I have a shift.
Oh, cool. Great. I was going
I borrowed
to.
it. Needed to fix my hair. Yeah, look snappy, boss.
Dance, puppets, dance. Hashtag dance.
I like it.
Thank
Wait,
you.
that means did it happen?
I mean, I don't know. It depends what they put the price at.
It's up there.
Oh, they put it at
It's
25?
up there.
It used to be 100, you son of a alien knitter.
That's what you get.
That just.
That's
I'm
what I
pretty
get.
sure it was Liz who's here to help you.
Leo, can you please play the music, the theme song when you
Here
get
we
a chance?
go. It's happening, guys.
We're gonna try.
Sure thing.
What is it? Olive juice, watermelon?
we gotta.
It might have been AK. I don't know who it is.
Watermelon. I don't know the words.
Oh, it was AK. Well, good job for doing $25 because
Oh, that's cool.
When you lip
if
sync.
he's gonna make you off the store halfway through the show.
Oh, olive juice is I love.
That's true.
Week.
You know what? If you need, I can sing it for you.
Conscripted by a secret
Can
organization,
you find it,
a
Mark?
group of strangers is
That-
loaded
that
into
should be
experimental
paying us instead of-
metapod.
Yeah, you guys have to sing it.
Masters of the metaverse, masters of the metaverse. They travel through time and space and stuff. Troll them, re-roll them, throw them above. They
He
fly
totally
through
sounds
time and
exactly
no,
like
he totally,
above.
he totally,
Heroes compelled, they have no choice. Bound by the whims of a secret voice. That's you, chat. Masters of the metaverse. Masters of the metaverse. Masters of the metaverse. Masters of the metaverse. Jazz hands. There you go.
Now I'm more convinced you sang it.
That was
recorded.
horrible. Yeah, see?
That was you.
Right.
That was you.
It's
I'm just so excited that James dancing is going to be a gift now. That was actually the main reason I wanted it out in the store.
Yay!
Not gonna lie,
You're the
might have
real
thought of that
victor.
beforehand, but it's all good.
guys, and it happened no coercion. It just happened.
I'm going home.
naturally.
We're driving, so
Yeah.
wait up.
And if you take the bus, you'll only be in by 10 minutes.
Bye, Mark.
Bye.
Oh.
What I was gonna say is, I was gonna take your weapon and then cut a piece of my jumpsuit to help stop the bleeding around your chest, with my medicine skills, because I don't know how else to help you.
I think it's a great idea.
That is a wonderful idea.
I don't know how to take a bullet out. I don't think we have we
I
have
can
coffee mugs, but I
No,
don't
but do
think that will
your
help.
medical or first aid whatever
what
you
are
got
we
there.
using
Survival.
now?
Coffee mugs and paste
10?
buttons.
2d10.
Okay, which is
2d10 for
these
everything.
guys. Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh, I beat it by 1.
Nice.
That is
I
totally
beat it.
enough. That's totally enough.
Song
Yeah, he
is-
was already fairly stable from the stem pack, but now he's also not going to crash anytime
Oh
soon.
my gosh, do we have any leftover? Oh, we never got candy from the vending machine. I was gonna say you need sugar. You need food or
We
something.
have-
Does
we have-
anyone have paste?
His knife is made of paste.
Well, now that I used it
was
to
saying
tuck my
it.
clothes, here, eat your knife.
No, thank you. It was one of their knives.
You're gonna hold on to it.
I like knives.
There you go.
I just borrowed it. Buddy? Not feeling better.
So should we kill these men?
Well,
Probably for the best.
Rosie, did you gag the one guy, or is he still?
No, I mean, we can. I mean, there's a rope going through his mouth.
Okay.
Well, you know, it's more like one. It's like one of these things. Like it's not like he can't communicate.
you gotta use your
You
tongue.
use your
You
lips
gotta
too
use
much.
your tongue. It's in your teeth.
Double doorbell.
No, it might benefit us to have a couple of idiots running
I
around
got
this
it.
complex distracting security, which I'm
You
sure
can't just kill us.
on a
What do you
high-
mean? Why not?
We haven't done anything to you.
You came in here and shot
I've
us.
killed lots of people.
threatened
but I haven't done
Technically, we
anything.
didn't do anything. You defeated us before we could.
You threatened us. A
I
threat.
didn't threaten you.
So you're
Were
saying
you
if
with
the
the
fight
group?
would have gone the other way, we would not be dead right now?
Didn't see that's pertinent at all right now. Look at the bunny.
You can see the bunny,
All right.
Thought it was a paste bunny.
It is.
but they hack attacked it to a sentient spirit
It's
animal. that
still
I thought it
a
was still a
paste
paste
bunny.
Still a
bunny.
basement. We never addressed it or like talked about it in any way, shape, or form, so I have no idea.
You have no idea how concerned Chris was for his friend Mags right then. You
I'm
can
just-
see it? I'm like, oh.
Like we never addressed, so I wasn't sure.
Anyway, I only have one bullet. So we should maybe like line them up next to each other so I can kill both of them with one?
No, that's...
Or I could just use your paste knife and stick them.
Why do we need to kill them?
We don't need to be. We could...
Why do we need to keep him alive?
Ethics.
Is there more than one direction that we can travel here? In this passageway we're in?
We're in the room now.
This road? Like outside?
Which is the living answer.
See,
Yes.
Rosie gave
Yes.
me invisible spirit companion. That's what the hack said. That's why I thought it was invisible.
Oh, invisible spirit companion.
It's
on the
cool, no
face
big
button.
deal. I'm crazy.
No, I just don't read.
We know.
I actually can't read.
I thought there was still both. I
I
thought
did,
there was
yeah.
Are you
both the
capable of
spirit
going
bunny
back the way
and
you
the
came?
paste bunny.
Yes.
What about if I kick you in the knee really hard?
Slower then.
Okay.
Oh, I was just going to shot at his ankle.
Oh God.
Wait, no, we didn't do
Excuse
it. Ah! He
So
passes out.
Now you can.
So now we
go
let
now.
him go?
Yeah, they're fine now.
Okay, should we get moving?
Okay,
Because the
yes.
drones are gonna get him and bring him
That's
to
true.
Med Bay.
Bay.
So we need to.
I think we've already crossed that bridge.
All the
So,
same, let's
do
get
you know where
out of
Metaverse
here.
is?
Well, not precisely, but in our present situation, I believe that every form of security in this prison is probably looking for you at this point.
Yes,
Right.
I would imagine so.
Tell us the way out. In.
I can say a way out, maybe.
If you
Great.
say Joe's again,
Say
though-
that.
Yeah. Okay. Say away.
I don't know how to get you into Joe's or get past there. That's on you. But I can maybe get us that far. Maybe. Now, in the death row section of this prison, there's a crematorium. It's where they get rid of unwanted things.
Yeah, we know what it is.
Now, if perhaps
Is
a
that where
fire
they, is that
were
where
to
they make
start,
Coldstone?
and if a fire were to start, this might trigger alarms, which might open up emergency exits, and might distract these security drones.
Okay.
Maybe.
Are the emergency exits are they visible or are they labeled?
They will be the primary access passages.
But we can see them. Like some of these doors have been just coming out of nowhere.
They're all going to be open if the emergency exits are triggered.
So what do we gotta
okay,
do?
I didn't see one.
Understand?
You gotta go.
We're gonna set off a fire alarm.
Oh.
But before we do that, we need to get to evidence.
Oh, right. We gotta get Tom.
Excuse me? Thomas. Not the Hawaiian shirt fella?
No. This is the one that doesn't want to kill you.
The first one didn't really technically want to kill him.
Is this one of those like holding cells that we were in for a while?
So you were currently
This room that we're in?
You left segregation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Went through the door.
Yeah.
So close behind you. You're back in one of the old hallway passageways now.
Okay.
And so, if you remember when you first went into one from your own cell, there was basically a guard station there.
Yeah.
And weapons locker and some other stuff was
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
All the
And
cat posters.
Yeah.
And the mug.
In the secret area.
Exactly.
But we're in a room right now, like one of the
No,
cells.
you're
again.
back in one of the hallways still. Yeah.
On the invisible side.
When the door opened, that you were gonna leave the way you came in. The door
Right.
opened up. Thomas opened it for you, and then there was bad guy there with firearm.
So that should
bad guy shot bad guy. I mean, let's be honest. And
Fair.
Okay.
dropped. Combat ensued.
So
Fast forward to now, but you've all
the
gone
map
back into
is
their area.
relevant because we're in the invisible
Ish,
space.
and keep in mind also that it was sketched because he couldn't see the entire facility. Right. He can only see portions of it with that far side of his.
Yes, but relevant because this is where the
You
area
can use
that
that
we're
to get back to where you came from.
Oh, we can't get this to find the. Okay, well.
But we got to go further in.
Okay.
It's like
And
an
that's
onion.
this way. So let's go.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, Zenda, you are still you're still hurting pretty bad from your shot. You still have a slug in you for one, but additionally, you just got you took some serious damage there, and I mean the stim pack helped. Maddox's first aid helped, but your body's going through a lot of physical shock right now. And as a result, I think it's only fair that power of chat compels you, the way as had been discussed with you from earlier.
What?
There was a buff that was dropped that was going to go in one direction, and then they asked it to go on him instead.
Got it.
So I'm going to let him take care of it. I guess I could explain it. Let me find the word for it.
We'd like to know what's going on.
I don't know.
I don't,
Urkin,
actually.
What's
That's why I'm
going on
doing it.
with you?
Hello.
His energy levels seem to have increased.
Yeah, I
in
don't think his
certain
energy
ways.
levels have increased.
I was
There we go.
I was trying to be nice
There we go.
about
From
it.
work where you from, I'd like to switch my leftover power chat from Crash from last week to Zenda instead. They're to be forced into the persona of his chattiest, most gregarious avatar.
Which
was
is
that?
true.
I believe we
Rackham.
were escaping.
Yes.
Who is it?
Captain Jack Rackham.
Calico Jack to my friends.
Captain Jack Rackham.
He's a pirate.
Okay.
He's a
Okay,
pirate.
Calico.
And you and I should be friends.
Yeah, yes, we should be friends. Why don't we, you know what friends do? They help each other. So let's get friendly with
Yes,
the
that was
evidence.
probably not the right thing to say.
Let's get friendly in the evidence room.
Right.
So we need to go there.
Agreed.
Okay,
Can I-
lead the way.
I want to go too, but I feel like maybe it's grown-up time.
No.
There's
no,
always
you
room
need
for
to,
more.
No, yes, exactly. You need to come, and
no.
you need to come, and you need to come, and to the evidence
Phrasing.
room.
Crazy.
I thought we weren't doing that anymore.
Okay.
Sorry, old habit.
I'm still doing it.
Shall we?
Yes.
Right.
By all means.
You should lead the way.
Yeah,
and
we
go
don't
first.
know where we're going.
What was the name of your ship?
Which one?
I don't know.
I have an entire fleet.
Whoa.
The most feared pirate in the entirety of the world.
More than Blackbeard?
Teach? Ha! That half-wit.
First name basis with him, evidently. Okay.
I mean, I could have been like Barack and like,
But he did it with so much confidence.
No, I know. I totally believe him.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, moving on. with a buddy chaperone.
I have no idea where evidence is.
Oh, it's got to be this way because it's not that way.
Lead on.
Impeccable.
So which way are you trying to go?
The other way down the hallway.
This
It's
way.
not the way we came.
Chris, we are going towards the evidence room.
My God. Thank you.
The hallway
In the hallways that are already clean.
yes, they are clean.
Pull up the spot on the map where we are. No? Okay then. We're going towards the evidence room.
This place is rather droll.
It's a prison.
I mean, you've been here the whole time.
Yes and no.
Right, I mean, I know there's like 4 of you now in that head, but like...
Just 3.
That seems like a lot.
That's a lot.
Mr. Kershaw mostly keeps to himself.
Especially if one of them is Zenda. Like, I know you guys are boys, but...
He can be a bit of a chore.
Yeah.
I'd say that's fair.
We're all in prison because of him, so...
And you're walking and talking.
Yeah.
I assume you know. But...
Fair fact.
I'm walking and talking and holding the lightning gun.
Yeah,
Yes.
and we're together.
You
Behind
are in fact in
them.
prison.
And I'm gonna
Yes,
waistband
we're
that
behind.
pistol and keep one of the stun assault
Good
rifles
call.
out.
Save that one for an emergency.
Yeah.
Like the hocus pocus walk.
So you continue down the hallway for a while. You've been going down. Nice synchronization.
It's a hocus pocus one.
Whatever happened with that Tom fellow?
Oh, we don't know. I mean, maybe he exploded. Something was wrong with his pod, I think.
Yes, there was something wrong with
You
his
were like
pod.
winking at me, and you were definitely up to something.
Do you know
Oh,
what
yes.
was wrong with his pod specifically?
No, RG is amazing with technology. I talked him into this. He made a slight modification to the pod.
RG is Ronald Gabriel Zenda.
RG. He made a slight modification to the pod. Tom can't inhabit avatars. He can only inhabit regular people.
That's actually very...
How droll.
Wouldn't that make the regular person an avatar?
No.
Oh.
Why?
But then he can be any regular person?
Yes, but he can't ever be an avatar, which means all of these Toms, wherever he may be, can't access the metaverse.
Toms?
He's trapped.
Plurals? Plurals, Toms?
Well, there was a slight possibility that he would fragment as a result of this. And then there would be more than one Tom, but all of them trapped. They can't travel the metaverse.
Trapped where?
Wherever they ended up.
So Tom's just stuck in some regular Joe Schmo's body?
Potentially. This is all conjecture.
But if he was, he would still be Tom. With all of
Tom
his
would
knowledge.
be fragmented. It is impossible to say the result.
I can safely say most of Tom did not make it.
I feel like this is way worse than him. I don't...
No, because the world hasn't ended yet.
Oh, okay.
It's better than that.
Oh,
Yes,
right,
and,
okay.
and you clarify,
He
is
can't
he
enter the
capable
metaverse.
of driving, so to speak? Or is he just there along for the ride?
Or I don't know.
We don't know.
It's Tom, though. I mean, even if he's there along for the ride, after like 3 years, he's gonna be driving.
Or have convinced somebody else that he has this great plan and
And
we
I'm
just need to
checking
help.
doors on both sides on the way.
No.
If we go look where we're
Entirely
going.
possible.
Yeah.
However, incapable of traveling the metaverse.
Most of the rooms that you've been, you've ducked in, you've found, some, you've found bathrooms,
I believe
you've found
to
different
prevent that
old
annoying
rooms,
little
yeah,
loot box
closets.
thing he does.
you did find some
Cafetorium. Yep. That they use for the winter musical.
well, and also
I thought it was rather inspired of RG.
housing.
Right.
What
Guard
was it?
housing and barracks.
Yeah, barracks. Thank you. That's the word I wanted.
Right, so if you could manipulate a pod to put someone who could go into
RG
Avatar,
can. I know nothing. of
you
him.
are him.
No.
No, I am Calico
Rosie,
Jack.
you know better than that.
Question. I get that he's charismatic. Is he still hurt?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
He's still physically.
Just stiff upper lip.
Just a flesh wound. You
Yeah.
know how many times RG got me shot when he was piloting me?
11? Was it 11?
More.
Was it 12?
I really like you, Mr. Jackson.
Can you reverse it? Can you make someone who's not supposed to go into an avatar go into an avatar?
What?
slower for the people?
I'm not sure I quite understand your
Can
question.
Zenda made it so that someone who could enter avatars can't anymore, and they can only enter regular people? Does that mean you could reverse engineer it and have a regular person go into an avatar?
No.
I
No.
don't believe that is possible.
No.
Alright.
That sounds terrible.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it all out.
I still don't understand how someone can go inside someone and not be an avatar.
I'm really glad you ended that sentence with "be an avatar."
Yeah,
I was going somewhere else.
I know,
It's an amazing
I've made that
experience.
mistake
You
like
know.
7 times already, and we've been here.
It is an amazing experience. Happened to RG when he was 13.
Huh.
Well, that'll mess a kid up.
Do we see any doors? Do we hear any buzzing?
Oh, you've been checking lots of doors as you're going along.
I think if I was
Crash
13, you'd be
specifically
my
was,
favorite.
yeah,
That
all
makes
the doors
sense.
you've been passing.
I
have
did
been,
not
like,
know RG
barracks,
then.
Break rooms, bathrooms, commissary, stuff like that.
He had yet to travel the metaverse.
We're all talking to Zenda. So every few minutes or so,
His
you just
first
hear,
experience.
Clear.
We didn't. Did we pass
I like that from behind.
Did we pass the med bay, or we're going the opposite
You
way?
are,
because
no,
we're-
you're actually moving in that direction, all right?
His first
We're going in that
experience with the
direction.
metaverse
Great.
was as an avatar.
Yeah, let's maybe stop by, see if we can get something to patch
Yeah.
Rackham up.
Calico.
I'm just fine. Thank you.
You've been
Yeah, but Zendo whines,
You've
and
been
you're not going to
traveling
be around
for a
forever.
couple hours at this point, and you're noticing, despite his bravado, that he is starting to
Yeah.
leak again.
Okay. Yeah, we're getting to the med bay.
I'm quite all right.
I know you're all right. We're gonna make you better than all right. You're gonna be great, fantastic. I know you're great now. Let's go. We're gonna go. We find
Carry on.
the med bay. We're going there.
Okay. You get in, and it's you've gone back to the one you had found
Yes,
the
Mr.
first time.
Maxwell.
Somebody piloted Zenda?
Yes, this is his first experience at the metaverse.
And who was that?
Jeb.
Wait,
That makes sense.
Jedediah?
I'm sorry.
Jebediah
This is before I
Lexington.
knew RG. I'm.
Okay, that's actually
Jeb.
a name I do know.
Okay.
For once.
We'll have to follow up with RG on that later then.
Okay.
This was before I knew him.
He's like a real pirate. Does
Yes.
anyone have healing that's better than me?
Um,
Because I am more than happy to guard the door while we fix on him.
Oh, I can guard the door. It's fine.
Oh, dear.
I don't
Okay.
have any healing, and you're better at that stuff
Okay.
than I am.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
smarter.
I know how to help animals, and he's kind of an animal, so
I think that
You can assist with the penalty.
Well,
We
you
get
can
tag team
dehumanize almost anyone, Rosie. That's what I like about you.
I'm just kidding. No, I should not do anything medical.
Okay, I don't want to put him on the table because that means the machines will go to work, and I don't want any machines interfering with this. So, a bullet wound. Okay, so get on the floor.
Wherever you want me.
Jesus, it doesn't matter what I say. No. Okay.
Everybody
So
walk
I'm
it down, so-
going through the drawers looking for those bullet tweezers, whatever those are called.
That's the
Sure.
no, that's the technical name. Is
Are
bullet
they
tweezers.
really?
Bullet tweezers. Yeah, everyone knows that.
Okay, great. Is there
I've
laughing
been
gas or
rewatching
anything that we
MASH,
can
and I
get?
know that's what they always ask for.
Is that what
It's
they
like
say?
scalpel,
Bullet
bullet
tweezers.
tweezers.
Bullet tweezers.
Clampy thing.
Boy.
Looks like this guy sprung a leak. When will this war end?
There wouldn't be any rum in that drawer, would there?
I was gonna say laughing gas or anything else.
Oh,
Is there
wait.
alcohol?
Yeah, no, I don't think we got any rum. We're
No,
in
you
prison.
so you start digging through. There's not a lot of supplies left in this place. You do find a pair of
bullet
tweezers.
bullet tweezers.
I made
I
you
think
a
of long
paste.
fingers. I think is what they often call them. Pax will correct me one way or the other. But yeah, no, you found some forceps.
Forceps!
Well, I mean forceps, but yeah.
5 steps. Those are probably better.
Yep. You do find some. You do actually find a bottle of rubbing alcohol, and you do find a scalpel.
Okay.
I made you a paste
And
needle.
you come up with some gauze as you're working around.
So
Okay.
you could stitch it up.
Just a bullet wound.
You don't want
I mean,
you
that
ready?
probably doesn't take a lot of training, right? I mean, we do have this medical table that can fix him with the press of a button.
Moment of clarity?
It's true.
Yes. Do we want to use the robots?
I mean, there's really no reason not to.
I just them knowing.
Right, then they know our exact location. That's what she's worried about.
But we can fight our way out of this room.
Okay.
So while this conversation's going on, because you need to get fixed.
Yes.
Phrasing, I did it too. And you're going to take care of that. Rosie, you said you were assisting because of your past veterinary knowledge.
I was being a dick.
No, I think you get a bonus for that.
But also that.
I'll give you a bonus for that. Why not?
Oh, okay.
You know,
Not a dick bonus.
how many TV shows, how many movies when there's been a plot line where a vet winds up helping
I
do
already
the surgery?
I
Like,
already
it's
know how to
you
take out a bullet wound just from watching those shows.
Yeah.
Well, then, do you want to do it?
Hell no!
How to get the guy to be stable and survive afterwards? No idea.
No idea.
But I could get it out.
I just wait for the guy to say she's gonna pull
Sharpen
through.
up scalpel. Go.
All I know is that we should just pour the rubbing alcohol.
So
on the
I'm just on door guarding
I was
duty.
going to ask. So you're on door guarding duty. Are you doing anything while you're in that room?
Is there another entrance, or is there just one entrance?
This one is, it's a room off to the sides. It's just the one way in and out.
Right. This is we thoroughly ransacked this
Yeah,
room.
that's what I thought.
So we could defend
Essentially,
ourselves.
I'm
just to give you like a bit of a whatever. There are still computer terminals around if you're looking for something to do.
Nouns, Chris.
Yeah, might as well. I'll go ahead and hack in and see if I can find specifically where the
And we're already in this terminal,
Where
so it
evidence
shouldn't be
is.
too tough.
Exactly. Can I have a notice check, please? Can I have a computer or something similar check, please? Covert ops would be fine.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Beat it by 11.
Oh, gee, wow.
I only beat mine by
Oh no
7.
no! I'm sorry.
But I'm
I
awesome.
lost by or beat it by 1. 0 is not 0. 0 is
Correct.
10.
Yeah.
Got it. I keep doing it as 0.
I understand.
Thank you.
Beat
it by 1.
Rosie, what do you get?
Oh. 8.
You beat it by.
I'll use my animal training
Yep.
for this, so I beat it by 8.
Cool. I'll give you half credit, so you get a 4. You beat yours by 1. That means that you beat it by 5 as a total. Nice. You beat yours by how many?
6.
And
7.
7. You were very much on point. Anything going up and down that hallway, you will notice. We'll get to that last. Going through the computer as you start, because you guys didn't log out or anything like that. There was really no point once you were in there.
We must cover our tracks.
You are able to determine that the facility is on lockdown. It has been noticed that the count is off, specifically in your unit.
B unit?
Yep.
That's why I want to do this myself.
And as a result, the drones are on high alert and are searching for the 4 of you. Additionally, 5 other inmates have been noticed as missing. Obviously, Schofield.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mofeld.
Damn it. Mofeld. Oswald.
Penguin?
No.
His first name was Oswald.
But nice reference, but not the reference. Oswald, Blankensop, Chummy, and Sato.
That's 4.
And
Mofeld. That's 5. Oh, we know where they are.
Yeah, you do.
So they definitely know
And if
they're
chat needs
missing.
them, they are R13400, R08400, D13401, and D08401.
And what about the rest of our prime pilots? Can you look up them, see if they're still in their cells? Or is it pronounced Kells?
Maddox,
Give me a computer check.
I have good intentions, but I'm starting to get really cold feet, so I'm going to throw you on the table.
Beat it by
All right,
9.
with the computer.
I will not resist.
I know you won't. So there you go. Grab, boom, throw 'em, so
Cool,
the
I'm
computer
gonna-
goes faster.
I'm
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just, after you
I
get
hate
them
that I
It
did that,
says-
but
I think
we
it's
need
good.
speed. We need speed.
What you can find, you can't find evidence of all of your former comrades, but the ones that you do see referenced, it simply says that they have been transferred.
Oh.
Ruh-roh.
So
there
they're not
something-
here anymore. I don't know what
Not
other
any-
holding facilities.
And when you try to crack in to figure out what the hell that is to get more data out of it, and whatever. Not that you have an actual security level or security clearance,
Right.
But you can't get to that. You know, you're clicking on the button on the screen. It's like it's supposed to work. It's supposed to work. Ah, damn it.
Mean transferred out of Meta N or to a different unit?
Just says that they've been transferred.
Okay.
That's not good.
How fast is this table working? The
Do you know what
electronic
that
means?
means?
It could mean a lot of things.
Okay,
None of
hold
them good,
very
thank
still.
Could you give us an example of what one of the things would be that it would mean?
What do you mean?
What? Wyatt was asking him like, hey, what does that mean? He said, it could mean a lot of things. Like, cool. Like what?
I think he doesn't know.
Oh.
You could,
to keep holding still.
Why the table works, you're supposed to hold still, right?
yeah, he's strapped in.
So
It's
you
going,
start
right?
fiddling around with the table.
Do it. Say it.
With the table, you start fiddling around with the table.
Yes.
And you're assisting. And after
Maddox.
after a bit,
You're fine, I'm sorry.
Dr. Maddox and Nurse Rosie, you are able to get this puppy working.
Just saying that would be a really good spin-off show.
I would watch that show.
Oh!
And with the spirit bunny as well would be there.
He's our advisor.
I don't know why, but I really wanted the spirit bunny to be voiced by Wanda Sykes for some reason. The idea of that just...
Why? Because you like super wanted the show to be canceled in the first season?
I just thought it would be really entertaining. I don't know why. What did I just see her on yesterday?
Last week tonight with John Oliver.
John Oliver.
Yeah, I think that's why she was in my brain. There you go. Anyway, so you get that machine going, and
Yes,
it
yeah.
flares up. It's a little rusty, not
Yeah.
literally, but I mean it's a little hinky on its sliding
It
and
hasn't
doing
been
its
booted
job.
up in a minute.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But after a little while, it goes to work and
Gets its
and does
cables
its
greased.
magical hand wavy and medical stuff.
Uh,
And
Wavium.
the body of Zenda is slowly healed.
Slowly?
Congratulations.
Is he done?
I think Rackham's
Just a little
just
bit,
happy
yeah.
because he's in
Okay.
a body without complete and total body syphilis for the first time ever. What is that like?
You have no idea.
I really don't.
So, unstrap you from the table. You good? Stop.
I
I'm gonna
suppose.
stop talking. Let's go.
Maddox, you're supposed to ask him if it was good for him.
If it was good.
If we're going by like the speech patterns you two have been using since we got to the medical bay, that would be the correct question.
Thank you, Crash. Moving on.
Yes, out of this room. We've been here now for far too long.
So Crash. Sorry, they asked me for some of the numbers, so I was giving it to them.
Wiki.
As you've been standing guard, you have on occasion noticed some drones passing by, but they don't seem to be hanging out in the hallway. They're just using it as a hallway.
Right, they're cutting
They
through.
go whipping by and keep on trucking.
Cool. I don't bother them.
Yeah, no, they can
In
keep
fact, I
going.
actively get out of their sight lines.
Give me I'm going to assume you tell everybody this. Everyone give me one die roll and just call it odds or even beforehand. And if you get it, let me know.
Got it.
Even. Yes.
Got it.
Or hopefully that's a good thing.
3-2, you got it. It occurs to you as you think back to every encounter you've had with these drones that the only times they have seemed aware of you has been outside of these old hallways. And it is entirely possible that they are not designed to even look for you here.
Because this is the old
Because
wing.
you aren't even supposed to be able to access this.
Oh,
There's no reason you should be in this part
None
of
of
the
their
building.
regular protocols are operational within the inner walls because they're just for travel.
Next
Or
drone I
perhaps
see,
these
I'm dancing
structures
for it.
predate
I was
the
gonna
existence
say,
of these drones.
Like you
I
you
feel
have,
like
I think there was one
risky.
moment where you dealt with them, but it was
I wanna dance
a,
with them.
you instigated something,
I
or
want to do dance magic.
actually I don't think any of your encounters with them have been in place in the hall in this older corridor.
I don't think so either.
They weren't supposed to be set up if they are.
Well, after the armory, we had a little skirmish with the 3 drones.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
but that was something had been
Right.
Something had been set off. And
Yeah.
That's what it did.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Cool.
But yeah, you're pretty
don't
certain
need to
this-
hide anymore.
At the very least, you're pretty sure they aren't searching for you around here.
Right. So let's but stay low. Let's be quiet.
Like, it doesn't mean you want to go up and like give them a group hug, but
say cheese.
When I'm gonna talk to these, so this is now, we all know this. You guys noticed this and you told us. When you guys were taking apart the drones, did you see a mechanism that told you how they detected people, whether it was heat sensory or video cameras? Did you see how
they're
they
super advanced like that. They've got a combo of stuff.
Yeah.
do they?
Because they've got to be able to perceive a number of different.
And they have to be able to tell whether
species.
you're healthy enough to take to the medical bay. I mean, they've got a pretty advanced scanners on these
So
things.
was that a device in the drone that would just automatically shut off in certain areas? Because why would that stop in these hallways? I'm just playing devil's
'Cause they're
advocate
only
and
used-
double and triple check.
Because they're only used for, these hallways are only used for travel in between the areas that they use to patrol, right? So
Okay.
they're only
So they
programmed.
obviously know the area.
They're usually programmed to patrol a particular area.
Okay.
And that's when they run their protocols for inmates.
Okay.
Essentially, this is nobody could possibly make a shot in that exhaust port. Star Wars level bureaucratic incompetence.
Got it.
They just didn't think that this was something they even had to worry about.
That in itself kind of blows my mind a little bit that they didn't think of every possibility, but I will take it and run
obviously
with
never
it.
visited
Clearly, you
England.
haven't worked in corporate America.
So,
Bureaucracy is a motherfucker.
that brings us back to the conversation before the show started.
so, evidence. Shall we?
Yeah.
Is that the next stop?
Yes.
That was hopefully going to be this last stop, but instead we decided that we didn't want Zenda to bleed out.
So you're not Zenda right now, right?
He's Rackham hard.
Rackham doesn't really have much sense.
Because I would very much like to see what James does in a rule of cool. I am also slightly terrified. What the heck? Hashtag cool rule.
Thank you,
Thank
chat.
you.
Nice.
Super nice.
Unfortunately, I have no memory of this place.
If only you had Zenda back.
Does Zenda?
It's complicated. We are separate but the same.
You can hear
have his
everything he
memories
says.
and know what, but these concepts don't make sense to me.
So you could say fix a metapod, but you wouldn't be able to tell us how you did it?
I'm not sure I could.
So it's not even that.
I could
direct.
try.
Can you tell Zenda to use the feet part of you to walk towards evidence, and we'll just follow you?
Use the.
Why would Zenda know where evidence is?
I don't know. Maybe he does.
He says to hack a drone, they use signal repeaters. Find your friend,
Yeah.
he used signal.
I've got all those parts.
Okay.
I
so
don't know what that means.
a signal. You hack a drone to
When they-
send a.
Thomas.
Fake Zenda, not fake Zenda. What's it?
Calico.
Captain.
Jack.
Hi. It's the Coordinated League of Idealistic Professors Practicing Yachting, here
Thank
to
you,
make
Jack.
sure you keep yourselves fit with cardio.
Thank you, chat.
Hashtag dance.
Oh, thank
Oh, it's still at
you.
25, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, yeah, they're not changing that for you, buddy.
That's fine.
That's
Masters of the Metaverse, Masters of the Metaverse. They travel through time and space and stuff. Control them, reroll them, above. They fly through dimensions. This isn't a bluff. Heroes compelled, they have a choice. Bound by the whims of a secret voice. Masters, Masters of the Metaverse, Masters, Masters of the Metaverse. Masters, Masters of the Metaverse, Masters, Masters of the Metaverse.
Jazz hands! Okay.
Good coordinated jazz hands off.
Where were we?
Evidence!
He did
I
it
believe.
again.
So the drone.
gotta-
So we have
He
to do
totally
the
did it again.
Guys, how many times can you get James to dance tonight?
So happy.
Once for every $25 they spend on it. That's how the store
Just
works.
I mean, he
James,
has to, so
this
it's
is a
all good.
really good rate for the amount of work you have to put in. I'm just saying.
We love you,
Just like
James.
supply and demand.
Is Maggie on next week's episode?
I think so.
Oh, I'm sick.
Oh.
So,
Hey, if you're
Calico
really here to
Jet,
support other people's bad times and uncomfortableness, I don't want to be
when
here
you
for
were
it.
when you found yourself when they mentioned to you something about if you could ask Santa which way to go, you did momentarily find yourself compelled to go back the way that they had come from.
We're going the wrong way.
Oh, okay.
Damn it! How do you suddenly know that?
I'm not quite sure.
But I think we should follow
Are you sure? Are you pretty sure? You feel it in your gut?
It's highly improbable that RG might be being cooperative.
Yeah, you're pretty sure you should head back towards Solitaire.
This is the wrong way. We should go back to Solitaire.
Are you sure he's just not trying to get back in his cell so he can cry some more?
Ooh, what does that do? to
No,
him?
I believe we moved past that.
Okay.
Past the crying into the helping. Okay. Maybe 7.
Back to
I
Solitaire.
think he's just angry.
Let's try and double time it this time.
So you are
For sure,
working
now
on
that we
your
know
way.
they're not looking for us, we
Yeah.
can totally do that.
Yeah.
Boot, scoot, and boot.
So you are working your way back towards the solitary and dangerous section, aka the box. And it takes you a little bit because, as we said earlier, you've been going for a couple hours before you got to this base. But you do find yourself back to where you started. The individuals who you had cold cocked are no longer there.
They have been removed. Is there still bloods?
There are 2 dead bodies on the ground.
Oh, so they
The
didn't
dead
remove.
bodies are there?
They didn't remove the dead bodies, just the living people that they could take to bed.
Nah, right. Or the living people just got up and moved to their own accord.
Uh-huh.
Well, the one that was tied certainly did not.
I mean, they could
No,
have
someone
untied
helped
him.
him.
Oh yeah. I forget people help you in some places.
Some people.
All right. Well, here we are, back
And
in solitary.
Any other
Does this feel right?
flashes of brilliance?
You want to go back through the door that Zenda had been picked up from.
Okay, let's go this way.
Okay.
Lightning gun.
I abhor hunches. Ugh.
You'd still
I
go.
abhor following people who have betrayed all of my friends at one point, and yet here I am.
It's a crazy world.
It's true. You activate your remote control again, and the door reappears. You poke your head out. You don't see anything, and you feel compelled to go down the hallway off to the left.
How
This way.
clean? How clean are the halls?
Well, now you're back in the regular section.
So very
Yeah.
clean.
Okay.
Be aware, the drones can find us now.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to come here.
Does anyone have a sword?
No!
I have a coffee mug.
You've got a paste knife.
If I had a sword, I would be using that
That's
instead
like
of
a small sword.
this sweet-ass laser gun.
I suppose it will do.
Do you want a stun gun?
The knife will be fine. Guns are so unelegant.
Really?
You got to play the tropes.
Whatever. He has pirate treasure buried somewhere. Do you?
Some pirate booty.
Oh my god, I remember where you died.
How?
I know exactly where he was hanged. We could just go dig that up right now. If we ever get out of here.
He was hanged?
Wasn't he? I think he was hanged.
Yes.
London.
He was well hung.
Sucks.
He had to take a long boat ride just to go somewhere for someone to kill him.
Strangely enough, I got to watch my own hanging.
That had to be incredibly disquieting.
I don't know, I feel like I would want to watch from the outside.
Oh, well, that beats the
Inside.
beats the internal view. Yes.
My own death was fine. It was Anne's that bothered me.
Whose?
My wife. Anne.
I'm sorry.
Mrs. Captain Rackham?
Still walking along.
Oh yeah,
Wait, this one.
we're double timing, remember?
Yeah.
So we're jogging along.
Yes. Bunnies are
It's my
too.
wife, the mother of my child.
But quiet footfalls. Quiet footfalls.
Stealth mode.
So you continue your way around. What was it? Through solitary.
It's so quiet here.
It should be. Don't open any of these cells.
And yeah, I mean, you can open a cell if you want to.
Please.
No. He's right.
Any of these cells.
Everyone
contains an absolutely horrible, dangerous person.
Or a 4.
Every once in a while, you'll pass a cell and just hear, I mean, just all sorts of noises. Sometimes you pass a cell and you'll hear just screaming, just insane screaming on a cycle. Sometimes you will hear just weeping from inside. You know, something that sounds like a weird ass bird call from one room. Just nothing comforting as you're walking down these hallways.
This is the unhappy part of the prison.
So you continue down through solitary, and you get to an area where you feel compelled to go through a wall.
That's not a wall.
Okay.
It takes a little bit, but then it ripples open. And this passageway looks a little bit different. This is actually more of just a straight shot as opposed to winding corridors with branches and rooms.
It's like older and newer.
This one looks very seldom used.
So it's dirty.
Hmm?
It's dusty and dirty.
It's clean, but it just looks...
But from the decor, there's no way to say like, oh, this looks like older than what we just came from, or newer.
It's kind of similar, but it's clearly another kind of utility corridor at this point in the game.
Where we can't be detected.
I'm trying to figure out how old it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it can't be. So you go in.
Okay,
you close
everybody in. We'll close it.
And you're feeling, compelled again to keep moving forward. You get.
It must be this way.
You get to the end of the hallway, and it's just a dead end. There was just a straight shot. There were no branching rooms, nothing else. It's just a straight shot.
That's not
relatively brief, relatively short hallway between two areas. This end is closed where you came from. In front of you is a dead end. What do you want to do?
Knock.
You knock. Shaving
a haircut.
You don't hear it.
Well, somebody doesn't know how to play this game.
That was me. I had to, because even though you just said it, I still had to.
So it didn't actually hear anything?
No, that was my OCD kicking in. I couldn't take it. I held out as long as I could. I'm sorry.
I think you did really well.
Yeah. You were working on it.
Anyway. How's it going over there?
Great. Thank you.
All right.
Something is not right here.
I'll try the remote control-y thing and see if there's some kind of
investigation to see if there's any other venting up top or any other access points.
You don't notice any venting or anything like that, but you do notice a fairly dingy, dirty sign on the wall that if you wipe away a little bit, it just it says death row. Points that way.
Ah, perfect. This is where we were going?
So we were trying to get to
evidence.
Working on it.
Oh, it's on the way. Fine.
What is death row? Like they just push the people off the edge, or
You'll have to find out when you open it.
I thought open what? It's a dead end.
Yeah, it hasn't stopped you anywhere else. Oh,
I thought you tried the remote.
No, he hasn't tried it
Yeah,
yet.
I just said I was.
Oh, you want to? Yeah.
You just kept going with the thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're doing a bit. It's fine.
I kept thinking about shaving a haircut.
Uh-huh.
Ripple's open. Thank you.
Now I'm in it. I can't.
Ripple's open, and it's just an empty room.
When you say empty, are there no features in this room of any kind at all? Like vents?
There's no chair.
Sprinkler system?
No gallows.
Dust.
No table with straps.
Dust. Is it clean?
A small table with just an injection needle.
It's sparkling.
Maybe it's like a holodeck.
Yeah,
As
for
much as that would be
executions,
amazing.
that is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Never mind.
It's a holodeck just used to murder people. It's like, so, how would you like to go?
Well, it's like it's their version of your last meal. You get one day in the holodeck before we murder you in it.
So, how would you like to go, honestly? I've always wanted to be eaten by a shark.
I know.
I got thrown vegetables and refuse stuff in the street.
Sparkling,
Empty
I was
room.
gonna say,
room.
is there
No
and you
doors.
can't
Hey,
see the
Crash.
light source, but it is bright in this room.
can you try the remote on any of these walls? Maybe this isn't just a dead end room. Maybe one of these walls has another ripple door.
Or maybe all of these little panels on the walls are doors. We don't know.
Oh my god, maybe it's two-way glass. Maybe people know we're here.
Take off your pants. If we hear giggling, we'll know for sure.
I like to think Crash actually did that.
He did. I'm going to.
Like, oh, okay, Crash, that's not what I meant.
Crash.
I was excited.
Chance for nudity.
I'll start clickety-clicking and hope for something not terrible to happen.
It takes a little bit, but as you're trying to figure it out, the very far side of this room, square-shaped room, opens up.
Interesting.
Found a door.
Okay.
And I didn't execute us.
The room is probably about 50 by 50, with a good 25-foot high ceiling.
Nice.
Just brilliantly, pristinely clean. No sign of anything on the floor.
Like those cleaners
walls.
have come through lots of times.
It's-
That might be the method of execution, in fact.
It is just absolutely clean. You cannot see any light source anywhere, but it is bright in this room.
All right, well, we're just going to move to the next room.
Yeah, I'd say keep going.
Speed
through the
right
walls,
on through.
The less time we're in death row, the better, I feel.
Yes. Yeah.
So what's your
Typically,
marching
it's
order?
The other way around.
I'll be first. I've been opening the door.
What's my marching order? I got Crash.
He's having a hard time going first.
I want to be in the very back because I have the lightning gun with the drones and stuff
Great,
like that. So
Maddox.
I'm way in the back.
I'll be in the middle. That's fine.
I got back.
Who's
Preference?
two?
So
who's
little in the
four?
middle, but we got
In
much
front of
back.
him.
Much back, much back.
I'll go 4.
The tube of pasted Miss Her.
Zenda, that means you get to go number 2. Oh, that fits.
Oh,
I feel like I missed some kind of joke there.
Oh, he's implying that you're fecal matter.
It's poo. Number 2 is
That's
poo.
the best way to do it.
You got it. You get it.
jokes.
It's one of his
So how do you
things.
enter the
So he
room?
betrayed us.
You have your order now. Do you walk in slowly? Do you just go for a dead sprint?
we have the-
What do you do?
we go dead sprint, just full on.
Well, we have the flashlight still.
Okay,
right?
the door's open,
You
everybody.
have the flashlights, but I mean, this room is also just bright. Like it is just.
I thought that was the death row room.
Yes, we
And the
haven't
door
passed.
open.
We haven't passed through the room yet.
Wait a minute. But we opened the door
What,
on
we
the
open
other
the
end
door
of
on
it.
the other end?
Yeah.
Now we just have to
Basically,
walk across?
There's a room. You're standing on one side of the room.
Uh-huh.
Where you open the door. You open the door on the other side.
That
You're just
remote's
looking
got
across
good
the room.
distance.
Can I send
Oh, I
my-
opened the door from the other side
Yeah.
of the room.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay,
Can I
I thought
send-
I was like going around and doing it.
Can I send my bunny spirit?
Is it a spirit bunny or is it a bunny made of paste?
Oh,
I don't
a
know.
thing
You're
can be
the
two
GM.
How
things.
did we
I'm
A
gonna give
thing
you this
can be
one
two
until you decide.
things. A
This
thing
has
can be two
literally been
things.
written down.
I know.
Why does nobody know?
A thing can be two things. It can
My
be a
my
paste bunny to us,
understanding
but-
my understanding was that it was still a paste bunny, so it had a physical form
Okay.
with some sort of spiritual piece to it that only Rosie can see or hear.
Excellent. In that case, I will not
It
be
is-
sending
it
it forward.
is
and
your
I won't be
owl.
like chucking the paste
It is your
bunny
what?
into the
For
room.
Al.
Ah, nice.
Okay.
I've got a coffee mug.
no
You
one else
want me
can
to
see or
just
hear
throw
it.
the coffee
Okay.
mug in the room
Yeah.
to see if it like something shoots at it?
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
But
that's
bunnies
what
don't
I-
make sounds.
They do if they scream. It's awful.
Okay. I'm gonna. Does everyone okay with that?
I'm okay with you throwing the mug to see if anything happens.
Yeah,
Across
go
the
ahead.
room.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and throw it into. And
I thought I
I've got
already
one
had,
hell of
so.
an arm, so.
Yeah, time out. I'm really enjoying how annoyed they are on the bunny thing. I don't know why.
Because of your claimed ignorance, despite the fact that you've seen it in print at least twice.
No, I really don't remember what it said. I can go back and look at it now if it matters that much.
You did at the beginning of the show too, and you didn't remember, and it was less than an hour ago.
Oh, I didn't see it in there. Was it in here? Where is it?
Well, let's throw the mug and
Okay.
see what happens when we throw the mug.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab the mug that has a screen print of the kitty poster hang in there.
I sent it to you.
So it's that one. And I'm
Okay.
taking the mug and I'm just throwing it, trying to throw it to the corridor that's already open from the remote.
Give me your throw. Give me your throw on it.
Okay, I beat
That's
it by
pretty
9.
cool. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Okay, here, just a sec. The thought was to give her a Harvey of her own, but this one would be called Phoebe. Basically, the paste bunny would become her invisible spirit companion.
Invisible.
Yeah. So, do you follow where my confusion is coming from?
I mean,
Because you could say that it is just a spirit animal, or you could say it's an invisible paste animal. That's where I got confused.
oh, well, why would you say the second one?
Harvey was the manifestation of effects of Fabon. This one will be master of spirit. Blah, blah, blah. Because it said paste, and I just didn't read it clearly enough. So it's a spirit animal. It has a physical form.
That does
So I
have
didn't
a
see it
physical
earlier.
form?
No, only Rosie can
Oh,
see or hear it.
Okay.
I get it now. I'm on board.
But we know what she sees because it was a paste bunny at one point.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So
She's
we
already
know what
she's
it
already
was.
decided no more hack attacks ever. So there you go. The show will be canceled within a month.
No, we love
She'll
your
be fine. It's the last
I
time I'm
love my
GMing. So don't worry.
I love
And
Don't-
mark my
don't
words,
leave.
this bunny
Stay
is
with
really
us. No,
gonna
no.
come into.
So she might take another
She
minute or
talks
two.
to the air.
So you throw the cup. What'd you get?
I beat it by 9.
By 9? You fling that cup across the room and nothing happens. I mean, the cup shatters when it hits the floor and skid is, you know.
Okay, but nothing comes out to clean it right
That
away.
was rather wasteful.
I've got 2 of them.
Well,
I
then
also-
you go first.
Well, you guys,
Fine.
I also have a smoke grenade. We still have a smoke grenade too.
Okay.
I enter the room.
Oh God.
Do you enter in quickly or slowly?
Absolutely. Nice and slow. I'm taking deliberate steps.
Okay. You start sauntering across the room and nothing happens.
Oh my God, we can't go back to the med bay.
No, we cannot.
Okay, so keep walking.
I am.
Okay. You make it about halfway across. Nothing has happened.
Go the rest of the way.
I'm not slowing down.
3/4 of the way, nothing has happened. Does anyone else do anything?
No, we're gonna see if he makes it first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You make it to the other side
Uh-huh.
Go through to the doorway.
and nothing happens.
It's through this doorway.
Through the doorway, another hallway.
Awesome.
Great,
Okay.
we all go into the
I
next
still
hall.
have the
Continue.
bag because
Yep.
of the lighting. Good. So go.
Yeah, we all go.
Who goes first or next?
I would say we follow our
Beer.
Yeah, the
water.
marching order.
marching
I'll go
order.
I will remain at the door and wait for the others to pass through.
Thank you. Okay. When Crash gets about halfway across,
Oh jeez.
you're going quickly, right?
Yeah.
So in that case, it would be Crash, you make it across. Rosie, you make it across. Wyatt, you are about halfway across when on the ceiling around the periphery, hatches start to open.
Not good.
Go. Run.
And
Run.
out of them start pouring out those cleaner robots.
The wasps.
Yeah, cool, awesome.
Run.
Booking.
Time to go.
Yes. Wait,
Uh,
but if I'm in the back, do I make it anywhere?
Yeah, you made it in the room. I assume you were all running more or less together as you were going.
Oh, we're
You just
running.
had different rates of speed. I'm guessing you're faster than Wyatt, but you were trying
No,
deliberately to stay
I pull
behind
him. He's as fast as
Yeah.
me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, you make it across. And I assume you shut the door behind you?
Oh yeah, that seems like no. You know, we could just leave it open and see what happens.
No.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure everybody agreed.
You two
Good
are
talk to bring it to the table, but yeah,
very
go ahead and close
Yeah,
it.
I closed the door.
Thank you.
You two are very smart. You called that one.
I mean,
I'm trying to give you a compliment.
thank you.
You're welcome.
That is just
And you have rather shapely calves.
No, the really evil part is, what if there's stuff here that won't take care of?
yeah.
We'll take care of the cat mug.
Mister, if I get one more inappropriate comment out of you about my friend, you're gonna get slapped in the face.
He probably likes it.
Sounds like incentive.
Yeah.
You know, he's like 400 years behind us socially, right?
Right, but I feel like this is a learning experience. We should
Prison?
make excuses.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. But if you just keep hitting people, I think we're just perpetuating the cycle.
There was a counselor's office that you passed a while back in one of the other hallways if you wanted to go back and have a conversation. I mean, she's not there, but
we could have had a conversation in the council.
Tell you what,
you'll find Janet
anybody
again
does
eventually.
anything to anyone, and I'm going to shoot them with this assault rifle. Cool?
Cool.
All right, now we're all there. I'll shoot all of you.
Emphatically not cool, but...
Oh, I'm not really going to do it.
I have a stun gun. Would you like it?
No, I just didn't appreciate the comments.
No. Thank you.
You're welcome.
He's a criminal.
I know that you're just clearly making her uncomfortable. I thought maybe we could just address it.
Oh. You don't think it was like the prison escape? Was it him?
Well, when he complimented her calves and looking her up and down and talking about sex the whole time, I just thought maybe...
Is that what he was talking about?
Yeah.
You know,
And you get to the end of another hallway.
and it's a dead end.
Yep.
Rackham, you need to keep that shit in line, son. That's what my dad would have said.
So my jumpsuit is pretty tight, if you can see my calves.
Or maybe you just like pulled it up like over them. You know what I mean?
there
Like you did like
yeah,
roll
roll
like
it up.
I've
Yeah,
seen
roll it
it.
up a little bit.
Okay, so go. Okay, where's the remote? Do you have the remote?
Yes?
Okay, we're at a dead end. Do you want to try and use the remote to see if this is another
Well, I don't know why we would think that would be...
You want to search around a wall again?
Huh?
You want to search around a wall again?
Yeah.
You find another sign,
Okay.
and this one's just labeled the end.
The end?
It just says the end.
Yeah. And I don't think it's a Doors reference.
Can you clicky it?
And yet there's a doors here.
You click it, you see a similar room to the one that you saw before, only this time, sitting in the middle of it, is just a single bench.
I don't like the bench.
Well, okay.
Is there a door on the other side?
Well, could this be the beginning? Considering this is meta.
I love the idea of Crash
So
walking
the
around
end
with basically
would
like a
be-
one-button garage opener, just like, open.
Well, I opened the other side of the room from the other side of the room last
Right.
time, so if I should technically be able to, it's not out of range. We've
That's
established
true.
that.
Yeah, I know. No, I wasn't that. I just the idea of Crash frantically doing this amused me. On the other side again, a door.
So it's not the end. So what does the end mean? And my map is useless, right? This is
Oh, yeah.
out of range of the great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. The bench. There's just a bench and a unidentified light source again.
Yep.
Kind of like the exact room we came from, only a bench.
Yep.
What's in the
All
following
the same.
room?
Is that another
What's in
hallway?
the following room? 'Cause
That's
you
all
said-
50 feet away. How can you see 50 feet?
Yeah, you gotta
oh,
cross
wait,
it if you wanna
eyes.
get there.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
It looks like a hallway.
There's a hallway. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we need a bench?
Moving on.
I mean, should I?
We'll proceed to the room.
You proceed
Cross.
through the room. You make it across.
I feel like we haven't done. We did in the first room. We did damage, quote unquote, by throwing the mug, which I still think was a good idea. But then those things came out. In all the other rooms, no things have come out because we haven't fired a weapon or done something to harm another person. So maybe if we just keep on moving.
Or we want a scheduled execution.
Oh,
Yeah, I like that plan.
yeah.
That you aren't or you want to.
That we aren't a scheduled execution.
Yeah, if we're not a scheduled
true.
execution.
You're not.
Yeah. So
I
keep
do
going.
have experience
let's-
in these matters.
I've really been all about that the whole time.
Yeah. Let's keep going.
So you pass
But
through.
when you say it does
Let's
sound
execute.
smart.
No, I just.
And it turns out as you get in this one, it doesn't look like a hallway. Instead, you are in a room that has a small. Excuse me, not small. It is about a 10 by 20, and at the far end is a hatchway
That we can see.
that you can see.
Like from the ground, from the wall, from the ceiling.
It is about chest height, and it looks like something that could be lifted up.
Yay, like something about drone size?
No, this looks like you could put something pretty large through that hatchway.
But it's only,
Like us.
does it start at chest height, or does it only just go to chest height from the floor?
Oh, yeah, like it's about here. Like it's about
So it opens from the floor,
torso-ish.
like, yeah.
Torso-ish.
Yeah, and then up.
As if someone could go, a body could go through it, possibly.
Yes.
But not standing
Be
up.
placed in it.
Or be placed in it.
Oh.
Oh.
You had a plan once upon a time.
Where was the evidence? You said we were going.
We'll
this
find
way.
the evidence.
We have to go there before we go anywhere else.
If we can't get there, it won't matter.
So we have to go down.
We have to
chute?
open a lot of
He's
doors.
correct. Everything's on lockdown.
Unless we operate the incinerator.
Start a fire.
And that's down this hatch, we think?
Makes sense.
Great.
You flip it open,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks. I mean, it is. I don't know if you've ever been in a crematorium before.
The smell.
Is that just a faster thing?
No, it's also a weird white sicko thing. Which one are you?
A. Yeah, I mean, it is. This is clearly what it is intended for. And now that you start really looking around, you realize there are manual controls. You can clearly see that there's a spot there where something has been kind of like some of these other areas where there was a kind of a jury rigging of taking an older tech and making it accessible to the drones.
Mm-hmm.
This one clearly, once upon a time, was built for some sort of humanoid to, you know, lift, throw
Operate.
body, operate, do all this stuff.
We can use a cat poster as tinder to get it started. Cat posters coming in handy yet again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Worthwhile detour.
I would
glad I
think, with it being a crematorium, that just turning the crematorium on is not going to set off the fire alarm.
Correct.
So what are we burning to make the fire alarm go off?
We're going to have to break something.
No. No. We're not breaking
Before
any
you
part
even
of you.
start.
No, I know.
Rosie's immediately like, break my finger.
Breaking
Ah!
parts of you again.
I'd like to keep all of my parts unsinged.
Okay, good.
I was gonna say, do we have any useless bits of drone or weapons that we can't use anymore that we could
It
help?
is a crematorium. I would presume it has a fuel source.
You're going to
Yeah.
have to.
You see some fuel lines. You don't know exactly what's in there, but you're smart enough to be able to.
I'm
tell
betting
that-
it's flammable.
Yeah.
You bet.
I bet it burns.
So wait, when this fire starts, this could be pretty big. Are we just booking it the way we came in once we start it? We're going backwards once we start this fire?
I believe, no promises. I believe when the alarm sets off that all of the primary access doors will open. So
That's
a
right.
lot of doors that you don't see or have not been able to access does not mean that they were not there.
Okay. Okay, so we have parts. I have one more
It's
coffee
luck.
mug. I have
We need none of these things. We'll sever a fuel line and
Yep.
use that gadget of yours, the shooting thing. That will
The lightning
that will
gun.
do nicely.
I've got the double tasers. I can just rig one up to there, and we can do it from outside the door, so we don't have
Even
to worry about
better.
burning our own faces off.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So
Excellent,
who
Mr. Jackson.
has anything related to? Let's see, we got covert ops. We've got some anything tech related, anything mechanical related.
Computers and
anything.
engineering, or
Engineering would be great.
Yes, but currently operating at half score. My personality.
Gotcha. And I think you know what? I'm gonna let you make the call on when you go back to
Yeah,
doing yourself.
time's up whenever you
It's
need
been
it
a
to
long
be,
ass
man.
time.
You've done it more than a scene.
Yeah.
I suppose I can help.
Thank you. That's
Anything over here?
unexpectedly
in terms of,
generous.
You got
You have to,
skill
because
wise.
Rackham was about to get you beat up even worse.
I was gonna say I'll boat this lake of fire we're about to start.
He does owe
Oh!
Yeah, you will.
me. I got him into a lot of trouble. And dead, too. I did that.
But
So-
no computers.
No, I could carpentry a boat for us on which we can ride.
A non-flammable.
Yeah.
But also technically
Flammable.
alive. You don't want it to be a
So who is
flammable.
participating in trying to break this puppy?
Oh, I'm good at breaking stuff.
There you go.
That's like my specialty.
Let me see if I can wire that device of yours up.
do it.
Helping out
you.
however I can with
Give him-
covert ops.
Okay.
Advanced technology.
I'm
Give me
standing
that.
at the door for drones.
Sounds good.
with the lightning gun.
I'm gonna hold up a cat poster.
I would
Yeah.
like some rolls from those who are
Motivation.
assisting in the breaking of the
What's this one?
firebox.
I don't know.
I am assisting the firebox rolls.
Beat it by 10.
And beat mine by
Yeah.
1.
Beats by 3.
Oh yeah. No, you definitely. Yep. So it takes a little while, but you know, because you got to figure out exactly how this thing works.
Mhm.
But you're able to figure out at one point how to slice one of the fuel lines, and it starts just oozing this like thick. It's almost like
Flame paste.
it is. It is actually. It's the color of liquid sterno.
It's fuel
but
paste.
it's more solid, or excuse me, less solid.
Hashtag chat power crash is forced into the first avatar he ever piloted. For all of us a got to know in chat.
Who was that?
Thank you very much, Jack.
Wait,
Thank you.
the first one, Crash went into?
Uh-huh.
Is that?
Who was that?
That's why they're doing it.
Oh, would that have been from the beta testing episode?
Right, that's what I was just thinking. Would it be from the beta test?
Well, that depends on if they mean continuity or if they mean
That's a good question.
first or if they
So
mean
which one do you want,
piloted.
Mark Worky? Do you want?
So that's time continuity right there.
Okay, so
Oh.
not beta episodes, but time
Continuity.
Time
The
continuity.
first.
Oh,
That was sneaky,
That's
Jack.
a smart
That
little
is-
move
that is well
there.
played. Because I don't know. what
Holy
that is.
crap! It's alive and learning.
It's
Yeah.
bound to happen after a couple years.
Man, I can't take anything for granted anymore.
That was
That was well played.
Well played. Well, while you figure that out, I'll stall for you.
Oh no, that's
So
already
this-
been figured
Okay,
out.
good.
Long time ago.
Yeah,
I
so
thought they meant
you
the
start
beta
this gel fluid starts oozing out, and you do a little bit of work on some of the side panels, and you realize that you can actually
Phrasing.
Yep, you knew what I was about to say.
Yep.
You were able to beat the panels so that they are no longer attached where they were. They are no longer on the wall.
Excellent.
They have beaten not on.
they've been beaten removed.
Correct. They've been beaten removed.
Yes.
The panels have, and you're able to access some of the other, components inside, and you start smearing this flame, fuel all over the place, and it's still oozing.
I'm gonna
out.
guess it's fire resistant.
Yeah.
The arm? You would think so.
Yeah. And after a while, you've done a pretty good job of ripping apart this whole contraption, and you're pretty certain that if you want to set this puppy off, it would make some flames.
Do you honestly not know if the arm is flameproof or not?
Only one way to find out.
Well, the way it
The
was,
rest of him,
He's
not
never gotten to
flameproof.
use it.
It's
I mean-
metal.
Oh,
but the way it was,
It's
the way
something.
it was forged, isn't that special metal from Faye? Isn't it? She made it for him, right?
No,
Aquamarine.
Aquamarine's avatar
Cold
made it
Forge.
for his avatar.
I've
in
got an
another
arm that's not
metaverse.
mine that I
And
can
when we
feel
woke
when
up
I
on
poke
our
it.
metaverse, his arm
Okay.
had fallen off, and that was there.
That's weird.
Wow.
yes, no argument here.
I can feel that. That's weird.
So you said you're igniting it via your
Oh.
some more improvisation with the.
Oh yeah, well now that I'm in this
Something
avatar, I can really just wire it to explode. It'll be fine.
Okay.
That is a trick.
That was also sneaky.
You're telling me.
We can just safely
Now
do
that
it
I'm in
outside.
this avatar, I can just do this. Wait a minute.
And it's way worse
That
than
was
this.
sneaky.
I tried to cut it off.
It's mostly the same skills.
It's like a tree. It's got veins all the way through me. I couldn't cut it off.
That's really messed up, man.
Anywho. Bingo.
Okay.
So you're gonna
We
set up
don't
my
need
weapon?
no water.
Yeah.
Let this mother.
So where are the rest of you gonna be then? Ed?
All right, I mean,
You're
everybody in the
accomplishing
hallway. Let's keep it together if we can. Let's get the door shut. Let's all get down, looking down on the ground. Make sure that the explosion doesn't take the back part of you, okay?
Are you your dad?
Are you my dad? What? No. Come on. On the ground. This is going to make a big boom, but it's also going to make a lot of smoke if we did it right.
Stop, drop, and roll.
I
just
believe
in
we should
case.
listen to Mr. Jackson.
Only do that if you catch on fire.
Okay.
He's so certain. I
Going
think
in
you should-
3,
Yeah.
2.
Oh God.
You click the button.
Uh-huh.
There's a pause. And then there was just this cacophony of an explosion from what had once been the crematorium of this facility. Flames come billowing out of the room. You backed up out of it to set this thing off. You're really glad you had decided to hang out in there when this occurred. You look inside, and the entire
That's
back wall
fantastic.
is just on fire.
I
And
always wanted to make this place burn.
and the worst part about this is
I
it's
say it
basically
came
an
by the
electrical fire. I mean, if you stop and think about it, like the whole thing is nothing but tech. You realize after a beat or two that these little sensors seem to have popped out of the ceiling, and they start spinning as if they were spraying something,
Right.
but nothing's coming out.
Haha, no flood. Just kidding. Sorry.
They're just like
Don't speak that into existence.
I already endowed it. It's not working. It didn't happen. Yeah, too late. But yeah, so stuff, nothing's coming out. Like they've been clogged over time, or they were never refilled before something happened.
because they don't use it anymore.
Right.
Yeah, or at the very least, it's not something that's used enough. that
Someone
anyone
didn't
anticipated.
have their fire safety inspection.
Yep. So the
Marshall's
fire
getting
just continues
Okay.
to expand in this
Up and down the
room.
hall. Let's move it.
Fuck you, Rhodes.
Okay.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah, I'm okay.
And there's no alarm happening, but you are noticing that the lighting in these rooms is now like it's flashing red lighting all on the top of all.
Wait.
of them.
Okay, I'm not seeing these entrances. Where are these doors? Are we looking, or is anything opening in the bench room?
So you've gone back to the room with the bench. That's where you are
Well,
right
yeah,
now.
because there's no more.
Nothing is open. The lights are still flashing and stuff.
Okay.
Next one.
Keep
We do.
going.
Yep.
You head over towards Death Row.
Yes.
Death row.
As you start walking toward, or not walking, you're probably running.
Yeah,
we're
basically towards
walking.
running toward. You're running towards Death Row. On the far end, where you had come from, you start seeing drones coming out. But off to the side, on the right, you see a door has popped open.
Okay. I'm last in. I'm last in because I've got the gun. So everyone goes in and I go in last.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
We hold at the door.
You what?
Hold the door before we
Okay.
go into the drones are going in there. Are they coming this way or are they going
They
through?
look like they're coming straight towards you.
Great, then I'm just gonna hold them off at the doorway. Somebody take the other side of the doorway and we'll just pop, 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 pop.
Okay. Give me an initiative check.
Which is still 10, right?
Yes, I'm glad you said that because I rolled really well on my D12s. This would have been
Oh my gosh.
cheating severely,
2.
unintentionally.
Oh, plus.
Plus your
Yes.
your
great.
initiative of 5, so that's not bad. That's
7.
9 plus my initiative of
That's,
6. 15.
Same.
15?
15.
Hey, Crash. You seem a little different right now.
You're asking in the middle of initiative?
Rosie, what'd you get?
We're not talking.
14.
13. Crash, Zenda, or Wyatt, one of you three can go first.
I'll go. I mean,
Okay.
I'm here. These things have like burst fire?
Yes. And at least for now, there are 15 drones coming through.
Wow.
That's a lot of drones.
5 groups of them.
Yep.
Well, neat. We don't have enough anything to take care of 15 of them.
Yeah, we do.
No.
Lightning gun has unlimited.
No, but you know what you do have?
use.
You have a rule of cool.
That is so true.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's time to use that thing. So what's it gonna be, folks? What's it gonna be?
Are we starting the round with rule of cool?
Well,
Yeah.
now,
Oh,
are you
in that
guys
case,
gonna roll it
I don't
out?
have to go
So,
first.
Maddox.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Maddox, you are first.
Don't
up
worry,
on
I'll
your-
go first. They're coming straight for us. I'm going to.
And actually, you're gonna get a bonus moment to think about what you want to do.
Okay.
The three of you, if you could each roll again, so we can have a tiebreaker, since it does matter on the order we do.
Are we going just on dice roll?
Sure, just to keep it simple.
And I only got an 8.
11.
15.
15.
Damn it.
Okay, Maddox, what you gonna do?
Okay. There were no thoughts that went into my head during that break, so thank you for the
I did the
pause.
best I could, I'm sorry.
No, that's great. You were very nice, but I am blank today. So, what I'm going to do is have my friend Rosie open up the biggest cat poster that she kept to have all my friends hide behind it. So the drones think it's actually a cat. So they're gonna shuffle together towards the side door, and I'm going to be next to the cat, be like, no one touch my cat. And
So you're trying to trick the robots.
yeah, I'm not done yet. And then, can I hear this first?
I missed this hashtag dance, but if anyone doesn't want to dance, you don't have to.
Oh, that's very
we
kind
do
of
have
you,
to.
Chad. We'll do it after all of the stuff. We'll
It'll
do
be a
another one.
victory dance.
We will do a victory dance.
Post rule
yes.
of cool.
Post rule of cool. That was awesome. Thank you.
Okay,
A
thank you.
Post-combattal victory dance.
Oh!
So you're gonna hide behind a poster of a cat.
No, I'm
No.
having my friends hide behind the poster of
Oh,
the
we all
cat.
have to do different stuff.
Yeah, that's different stuff. But you can at least pull it out and offer that
Right,
as an
but
option.
this is what, perfect world
I like it.
scenario.
I like it.
Hiding behind the cat poster, I then use one of my buffs to shapeshift into one of the drones, while I'm still attached to my lightning gun, and then I'm gonna confront the drone horde, like get closer to them while they creep into the door behind the cat poster. And the drones are going to be really confused because they're like, hey, buddy, why were you here before? And I'm like, hey, guy, don't worry about it. And then I'm going to take the lightning gun as the drone and like shoot the other drones. And then by that time, of course, the cat poster is long gone through the door. And then I magic dance into the doorway. That's what I got for you. With a roll of 7. I shoot all the drones with
Rosie,
the lightning
what are
gun.
you gonna do?
I do shoot all the things with the lightning gun.
Hey Maddox, can I have a mug?
Yep.
Cool.
There you go.
I'm gonna take a mug and I'm gonna smash it so that it's in multiple pieces, and then I want to, since it's a rule of cool, super awesome. Like if I can like ninja star them, but with pieces of the mug, and like whop, and all
Like in
the
Hotel Artemis.
yeah, the pieces all go out, and then it hits like individual drones, so they all get like so as many pieces of the mug that I can like pew, pew,
I like it.
so they all get injured.
I like it.
And then I will hide behind a cat poster.
Crash,
There
what do
you
you
go.
got for us?
Well,
Thanks.
I do have these like stun rifles,
Yeah.
which don't do a lot of damage. But my plan is this: what's the multi-action penalty? It's 2 per action, right?
Typically, but I mean, rule of cools are kind of
Right, right. I just
live in
want-
a limbo place, and you could drop your
Yeah, I
your
can.
crash buff on there. and-
Absolutely. So, but I've got 3 of those saved up from last time.
Yeah, yeah.
So but you only said I could hit like 2 people at a time last time.
Well, no, it was
So,
that there was like
I'm-
2 bullets left. in
That's
the gun.
neat. But what I'm going to do, since we can just solve this bullet problem right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Like I said, I've got this practically useless stun assault rifle, which I can set up to overload as an action.
Correct.
So I'm going to set that up to overload, huck it across the room into the group of the middle of the drones. I've got 1 bullet left in my 45. So as it like gets right to the place where they are, I just perfect shot right into the power pack of that
That's very
assault
smart.
rifle, using we'll say 2 of my hacksaws. Since I've got 3 of them, yeah, I'll just drop 2 of them on this automatically and just make a giant grenade of chain reaction doom, sending electricity through all of the drones and causing them to sputter to the ground lifelessly, smoking heaps of their former selves.
Yes.
That was well.
I haven't done anything super crashy in a while.
You forgot one thing.
Oh.
The mic drop. There you go.
Pencil drop.
Because you have a mic, you can drop. Wyatt.
And besides, mics cost too much. We can't afford to drop that.
True.
I am going to, while I am not, obviously none of us are connected to any of our avatars, I do still have some sorcery as Wyatt. So what I would like to do is I would like to gather up the fire that is behind us, try and guide that up so it is well over our heads, and just launch all of that directly down the tunnel to try and fry as many of these guys as I can.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
Okay, that is a thing. Zenda, what do we got from you?
All right, I will rush towards the group of 15 drones. The lead drone I would like to grab with my special arm here. I'm going to short it out because I know technology so well in just the right way, where we are going to glide right into the middle of the group of drones with my hand inside of it, while alternating a circle, letting that stun beam it has out blast the rest of the drones. And I'm going to use my buff, Pirate, to convince all of the drones to also fire in a circle, all hitting each other in the process in one move.
Beautifully done.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
Pirate.
So,
We still-
we
still
have
Everything
Cat
is
poster.
better with
we have
Cat.
cat poster with
You can just skip ours. It's
cat
cool.
poster laser gun.
Ninja
mug,
coffee
ninja
star.
mug of death. EMP
Viable
or electroshock blow up gun thing.
Let the people decide. You know,
true.
That's true.
Great
Let the
balls
people
of fire.
decide.
Yep,
Yeah, it's
yep.
not working.
I call mine Shazam.
Shazam. Great balls of fire and
Pirate.
pirate. I like it. Let's see, chat. What do you got there?
What do you got?
What do we have going on here?
Magic missile. Cast it
Oh,
into darkness.
bonus points too, because it's hard to come up with a rule cool when you have like a lot of avatar stuff or other
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
to do with. Like,
Yeah.
it's you gotta scrape the barrel there. It was well played.
I just sacrificed one of the guns. Look, this is one of our only powers right now. Take it.
No, but you're facing a hell of a lot of
Oh,
I had to write 15 bubbles right here.
That's
tracking
five.
hit
Like
points.
that's 5 groups of drones.
That
That's
took a
scary.
long time for me to write that out.
You know, Chris,
We
You
didn't,
could have made the
we didn't
decision
do
to not
super
do
good against the
15.
one group of
What?
drones.
you as the GM could have made the decision halfway through drawing all those bubbles to go, maybe there are 15.
Maybe there are 15. Maybe just 3. I don't want to draw more than 3.
You had that choice.
But I'm saying we had enough trouble with 3 of them that 15 of them is a pretty legitimate threat.
It is. It really
No,
is
it really
actually.
is, yeah.
By really fun stuff I can't do here.
And full disclosure, that was on a 2d8 roll to see how many there would be.
Wow.
Ooh.
Winner, Crash.
Woohoo!
Boom, the Tesla gun. There we go.
Too late, guys. Too late. Gotta get those votes in sooner.
Okay. So, I need rolls from all those who did not fall into victory on that one.
At a negative
What would be your
5.
skill for that? Be a -5. So, sorcery, -5. What was yours at?
Which one you want me to use for the...
Oh, I don't know. I've got it here. I guess I could look.
I could go with advanced technology. I could go with...
I like advanced tech.
Okay.
Use whatever makes you happy. What about you two?
Oh, technically we tied? Is that real?
Crash has 5 and Zenda has 4.
Four there. The low
then
came
the
in
plus
too
came
late.
in.
That's why. The last
Oh.
one came in right
After
after.
the vote closed. Okay.
With my 5, I'm only beating my shooting by 1, so I'm going to use my Patreon to negate the -5 that you thrust upon me.
Booyah!
Thank you,
I should also
Patreon.
point out before I roll dice that I used my buff, which automatically succeeds on any attempt to
True.
distract, trick, bluff, or perform any dirty trick.
Ooh.
Well, that'll group them up for my thing, at the very worst.
But that
Oh,
also
well.
puts you right in there.
So
I don't mind.
I beat mine by 6.
Okay, I'm going to use my boosted to
Okay.
redo that round.
Okay.
Actual 6 or
I'm
11.
going to hold the fire back
I did it by
if I
6.
can,
So you did about 1.
just so that
No,
I'm not
I
risking
used my
Okay.
hitting any of
five
us.
to
Okay.
beat the 5.
So by 11. Because
And then,
And I'm working against 5, right?
well, it depends. What skill do you want to use for it?
I mean, shooting is 18 for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say go for it.
yeah.
I mean, I don't have a cat
Let's go
poster
with fighting
skill.
for it because it's kind of generic and what you're doing is kind of
Fighting?
interesting. Let's go with fighting. That's a
Okay,
nice generic
same
skill.
thing.
You're also very
You're rolling.
good at
You're
that.
rolling as if it was a 13.
Yes, exactly.
You got this, girl.
No, I don't.
Hey, you have a buff.
Yes, and the 3 won't do it. So I have a
You
16.
got a Maddox buff though.
Okay, so I just win the best score.
I always use my buff for that. I feel so
What's your buff
cheaty,
do?
But
Anything
She does
you
one
can
better
do,
than any other die roll at the table.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
so,
That's a great buff.
What's the best die roll at the table right now? Because I didn't even roll one.
I've got a 2 and a 9.
11.
11's the best die
So the
roll.
best roll is a 10. You needed to beat it a 13. You beat it by 3.
Yes.
You're good.
Teamwork.
So success, right?
Yes.
I needed to beat
And-
it by 5.
No.
No.
Failure, and I got nothing that will bring me back from that.
No,
Magic,
no problem.
magic still doesn't work here.
No,
Yep.
no,
No, this will be
we'll
good.
be able to help. We'll be able to help.
So here's what
help?
happened.
I got you behind a cat poster. I'm
Maddox,
protecting you as a
Maddox, in a fit of creativity and quick thinking, grabs the nearest cat poster from her good friend Rosie's. Well, it's not satchel because you're wearing jumpsuits.
They're stuffed in the
From the
jumpsuit.
Cleveland pocket,
It's where
pulls it out
everything
in
is.
front of herself, and begins.
This is hang in there, baby.
It does. Folks, hang in there, baby. Uses the momentary distraction that this has caused from the the drones, to then it was you started firing off with what?
No, I use my buff. Oh, did I? I just used both of them then. To turn into a drone.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
To turn
You droned
into a
yourself.
drone.
You used your boosted ability to
Boosted
do that.
was that.
Oh, that's right.
That's right,
Boosted.
right.
So I still have
So,
to turn into one of the drones while I'm holding the
Maddox, it looks like a magic trick. Because Maddox basically pulls out the cat poster, boom, drops it, and she's a drone. Oh wait.
There we go. Bring it back.
Bringing it back.
I know, I forgot.
Did you clap for the drone like we were supposed to in the email he sent us? He said if we don't clap for the drone when it comes out, then we don't have drops today.
Oh, that's right. He made that threat that if we didn't do it right, we'd stay in prison tonight. Right. Oh, right.
Yeah, I did not do that.
Oh, you can
said
say that
before the
now
game.
on stream, but we all have the emails to prove it.
I do like that idea though. If it's like, boom. So Maddox is now hovering around as this drone. Everybody, give me a notice check. Not Maddox.
Right on. 16.
Beat it by 6. I beat mine by 10.
You were all aware that is the Maddox and not an extra drone.
The drones, however, don't
You
have
feel
18
no
notes.
desire to attack it.
Excellent.
Rosie,
Yes,
you went prison style with a cat mug.
I did.
Spat, you bash it against the wall, and then
My
somehow,
fingers.
using just that awesome Rosie badassery that you carry with you,
Yeah.
as you broke it, the laws of inertia and physics in this world momentarily did not exist, and you managed to fling all of the shards.
Ceramic shards, man.
I know. They scatter out
They
as
hurt.
buckshot, slamming into individual drones
This
who are
also-
sad.
Oh no!
No, but they're still up. As this is going on, 10 more drones come piling in from the door that you were originally going to go through.
Oh no! Oh, but I get to do the thing still.
But that's okay, because, remind me again, what your thing
Ronald,
was.
Gabriel, Zenda.
Yeah.
My distraction maneuver into the group of drones, getting them all pointing at each
Yes. Remind me again what it was.
other. I was grabbing the first drone, and
That's right.
that was well put. Fisting the first drone.
Well, because it was put that way, I'm not going to say what I was about to say. So, yeah, I can't now. So thanks for that, chat. Instead, yes, you do grab the first drone that was somehow coming through the side door, and you happen to be close to it. So you grabbed it with your arm fist place, and
Guided it into the group of drones so that it would be
As
in the
a
middle, with
distraction.
all of
But
them
I'm just
turning
like-
to point at, me and this drone.
right, because
Because pay attention to me.
That's true. So you're in the middle of all this as well.
Absolutely.
The drones go circle the wagon style, flinging around. Yeah, everybody, give me your drones.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
I'm so happy you all did that. I thought you'd get mad.
Well, we
So-
got threatened in the email.
Yeah,
You know, that email was very explicit.
Very clear.
Oh, the drones, though, now congeal around Mr. Zenda there, which is the worst possible mistake they could make. Because at that moment, Crash Jackson,
You hear the words Leroy Jenkins from the back of the room. That's how you know it's me.
one of those borderline useless rifles shooting rubber bullets. That's what you were using, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah, it goes flying into the room. Ass over tea kettle or whatever the term is.
And right before it gets to
I
head
don't know, but I
level
like
with
Zenda.
Zenda.
A lot. I'm gonna write that
A
down.
single shot is fired off.
Ass over tea kettle?
Is that a real?
Yeah.
Yep.
It is. That's a real one, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Everything
like it.
seems to go into slow motion as the lone actual lethal round in your arsenal goes headlong towards that rifle and misses. I'm kidding, it hits it. Of course it hits it. Exploding the rifle. Shards and electricity of it scattering throughout all the drones who, join with me,
Except I'm real.
Oh, I just rolled a die
It's
into your
red.
thighs there. I apologize. I'm not going after it.
one
Yeah,
drone
yeah,
is
yeah.
off to the
Sure,
side
I'll
and
keep that
totally
one.
fine. That would be the Maddox drone. but all of the others have been dropped to
It's a
the
lion
ground.
outside.
There's a pause. And then you all notice that it's getting very warm.
The fire's coming.
Oh, right, there's a fire behind
And you
us.
realize the fire is starting to spread towards you very quickly.
Can we shut the door?
Because someone tried to hold it back and failed.
Uh-oh. With magic, I might add.
The irony is, if he'd done his first thing and failed, it wouldn't be.
It would be fine. No, I know. No, I know.
But now it's all coming this way.
So the fire is moving
sorcerously.
rather quickly
Can
in
you
your
click the
direction.
door?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna clicky the door.
It's gotten through the
Oh,
doorway.
that's great, but if I clicky the door, it won't.
It won't keep,
It won't
but,
keep
but
coming
there are
through the-
sections that
It'll
are,
still
yeah.
be all crispy.
Yeah, I would suggest moving.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
no,
let's
I'm on.
just get-
I'm on it.
Nope.
We're on that,
Moving.
dog.
So
Little
you
help
move.
over here. Yep.
You've been healed. Come on.
You make a move for the newly opened door that the
That did not
drones
feel
have come through. Passing your
It
way
happened just above his head.
through another short corridor. At the end of this corridor, there is no door. It's already open.
Okay.
You walk in, and you see a single bench again,
These benches.
and a view screen.
A what?
A
A
view
view
screen.
screen.
Is anything on?
Terminal?
It's the hearing room, probably.
It's like the entire wall, almost, is a screen.
Oh,
It's not on.
Oh.
Is it labeled at all? The room?
On the outside, it was.
Okay. Well, we're not there anymore.
If you glanced, you would have seen that it said the judge.
Yeah, I had a feeling that's what it was. This is the hearing room. This is
Yeah.
where you get your
Yeah.
Here
hearing.
comes the judge. Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge.
So we just keep going?
I think.
I mean, like, it's been a really good idea that crashed out, and I feel like we should keep doing it.
Yeah.
Always with the moving.
So you can.
All right, people, let's keep moving.
You just continue
Oh my God, that's right.
running pell-mell down the wall. Who is this avatar?
we haven't really been introduced yet.
I can't wait.
Hey, Crash! While we're running.
What?
Right, you seem different. You seem kind of like a soldiery.
Yeah.
Cool.
You think I just was born knowing how to shoot a gun?
I mean, I don't know. You're pretty talented.
Well, I thank you. Thank you for that.
I
Good
like the idea
compliment.
this is happening.
Good
while you're
compliment.
Don't
let the compliments slow you down, Harvin.
Can I ask you if you know one of my friends?
Oh yeah, I know like 5 or 6 of your friends. We've lived together for 2 years.
Oh, right, because you're still Crash. Crash, does your person know Chimera?
Punk Kid, right?
Yeah.
Blaze?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know her. I trained her.
Cool. Guys, we're gonna live. It's cool. We're totally gonna survive, guys. We're totally gonna live. It's
I
cool.
have no idea what's going on.
I'm right
While
with you.
they're conversing, I slow down my jog, so I kind of get behind, and I'm going to Wyatt. And as we're jogging, because we're getting away, I'm like, "Hey, are you okay? Are you hurt?"
Well, I'm not enjoying this running,
Okay.
but otherwise.
What part of double time don't you understand?
Oh God, I hate you so much. No, let's just keep going. Keep going.
Okay, and then I run out. Are you okay? Is your arm okay? Is
I'm
everything
just
okay?
fine. I would prefer
It's a
if we
little warm.
forget that I ever mentioned the name Jeb. Thank you.
Oh no, I'm not forgetting that one. Don't worry. Yeah.
We're coming back to that. Oh yeah, we're coming
no,
back to that.
We're circling around because we have a big long talk about that MFer.
I'm sure. I'll make sure to clear a spot in my schedule for it.
I wanted to see where it went.
I'll make sure to clear a spot in my schedule for it. Tell you all about it.
Okay. Is
Now-
there doors, dead ends? What
Yeah,
are we
so
doing?
you've again been passing a few rooms off to the side.
With benches.
But it's, no, there's just the one.
Okay.
There's just the one. And but as you get down this hallway, you come to one more door, but this one is shut.
Why? Why? That's not part of the plan.
Somebody better. Oh wait, that's me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Remote. What's the remote do?
Why are you not working as fast as I want you to work?
The door ripples open. And the room in front of you is cavernous. Picture Raiders of the Lost Ark, the ending.
Oh.
Cavernous.
So our faces are melting.
Only the penitent man.
No,
will pass.
like
Only
the
penitent man shall
warehouse.
pass.
Raiders of the Lost
Last
Ark.
Crusade.
not
Sorry.
Last Crusade.
After that, evidence.
Sorry.
You're still allowed at the table. It's okay. Underrated movie. I really liked it.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Great
I'm really
Pepsi
sorry,
commercial.
everyone. I
That's
think
really good Pepsi commercials.
You children.
Christian, you're allowed to divorce me now.
No! My streak is still intact.
Good on
I'm
you.
afraid
I
to
like
say-
how you made it about you.
It is. It is about me.
So I gotta tell you, my streak broke pretty quick.
So, huge cavernous warehouse. Bad lighting.
Well,
Okay.
that's a first.
It's actually kind of like shorting out kind of lighting.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
of the lights are flashing a bit.
Crap. This has got to be evidence, though.
I want to investigate one of the stacks and see if there's any particular order to how things are arranged.
Oh,
if they're
good
organized
call.
by individual number.
As you look around, you realize that there is this just cavernous, interior, but the racks, the racks in which things are stored go. I mean, you can't see the top.
Okay.
This room just defies description, for my sake. That's called lazy GMing right there, everybody. Let's be honest.
know what
But
it's
it's called Wavian.
Handwavian. By
It's
Sapphire
an official
Industries.
term.
All right, Thomas. Thomas Wells.
Crash?
Yep,
You sound aggressive.
I am. Fall in. It's time to go.
Where are you?
Front door. This way. Follow the sound of my shouting voice.
Okay. Is anyone with you?
No, I came by myself to rescue you.
That's
That
unfortunate.
was sarcasm. There's 5 of us. We're good.
Good. It would be a waste of time otherwise. We'd have to go back and find everyone else. Give me a moment. You hear some crashing sounds from off the distance. Oh, that might have been useful.
Grab it.
Sorry, I'm not sure whose case that was for. Give me a moment. That's a dead end. Damn it, I hate this place. You'd think I'd know it by now. You stopped talking.
Caw-caw!
Ah, there we go. It takes a little bit, but eventually off to one of the sides. And Thomas is chattering off and on throughout this whole process. And you can hear that it sounds like he is everywhere at different times.
Right.
I mean, you just can't even figure out what the hell is this route that he's taking to get here. And then finally, after a while, he comes stumbling around a corridor. He has just growth of beard on his face.
Whoa.
And his clothes are, he's wearing the same clothes he was wearing the last time you saw him at the diner.
Oh no.
But they look awful.
Yeah.
You can tell that he's been trying to, do a little bit of bathing to the best of his abilities, but clearly has been roughing it, at least relatively speaking.
Yeah, we need the Fab 5 stat.
Have
Yes.
you been eating evidence as food?
No. I managed to find, I think it was a former guard bunkhouse, I believe is the term that they use. It's good to see you all.
Go to barracks.
Are we
Likewise.
missing a few? Is this
Yeah.
everyone?
Apparently they've all been
Well,
transferred.
Oh, that's
Right.
It's
unfortunate.
just us for now.
I'm glad to see you.
We're glad to see you. Come on, let's move.
It's a little bit complicated.
Of course it is.
Uh,
All right, debrief. Everybody take 5.
Oh, thank God.
We've been moving a little fast.
I think we should crashify you. When does it end? When do we get crashed back? Chat, when do we get crashed
Not
back?
until I'm damn good and ready. Wells, come on, stick with the program. What's happening? Why is this complicated?
I'm mildly intimidated at the moment. It is good to see you all, though. You look great, actually. You've been
Shaving, yes.
Clearly. That would have been nice.
You want some paste?
What's that?
Oh,
What they've been feeding us.
I've been feeding you paste.
here,
Yeah.
have some.
Oh, Lord, I've been eating better than that. At least there's some advantages to being here.
Yeah.
What have you been eating?
Oh, well, I found a certain number of rations, and there's some sort of dispensary machine, and you called it a what again?
Barracks.
Barracks. Thank you. That's quite handy. I don't know which version of you this is, Crash, but it's quite handy right now.
Yeah, he doesn't come out much. I don't even know why he shouldn't even
Are
be
y'all-
able to come out. In fact, this doesn't make any sense, Thomas. I'm fine.
Which part? What?
All of it.
I was going to say, yes, this is the part that doesn't make sense.
So I do believe at some point we should try to leave this facility.
Yeah, on our way.
That seems to be a good idea.
By the way, evidence.
Can I interest you in some food?
You're
Yes.
welcome.
Yeah, grab
Is
some.
it real food?
Is it far away from here? Because we
No,
need to stick together.
It's in, my quarters, as it were. This way, please. And he starts, taking you through some of the windy areas off a different direction. It seems to be an area in which some of the guards once upon a time had lived.
While passing through evidence, do we happen to find confiscated weapons, ammunition, things that might be useful that, just happen to get, taken on the way to this room?
Well, everything is crated up and labeled, but if you wanted to take some time to start busting stuff open.
I mean, if there's a label that's
Super awesome weapon.
yeah.
You start to do that, and Thomas says, "Oh, please! I would recommend against that. It does seem to agitate the watchers, as it were.
Watchers?
I
The
don't know what else to
drones?
call them. What?
The drones?
Yes. They don't seem to enjoy the
Opening or closing of the crates?
correct. I think I might be able to get away with it, but I'm not sure what they will do to you.
Why can you get away with it?
I'm not technically here. I mean, I'm here, but I'm not here.
Okay.
He's evidence.
This is correct, actually, and I do apologize for that.
Evidence?
Yes, I believe I was classified as.
That makes sense.
Oh, what was it? It's been a
Tango
while. Tango.
23?
Yes, Tango 23. That is correct. Well done. Yeah.
Do you know where the rest of the evidence about us is?
It's scattered quite a bit. We could find some bits and pieces.
Are the boxes labeled by what the product is or where the evidence came from? Like, is there a Maddox box?
Well, there is some, I believe, related to each one of us each one of you as individuals. However, some of it does seem to be filed related to where it originated.
Is it alphabetical? How is this place organized?
I'm still trying to figure that out.
Okay.
You may have noticed the room is quite large, and it doesn't seem to have any sort of filing system, as it were.
But we could find our stuff.
Possibly. I have honestly been digging. Here, and he points you towards a terminal. It's not actually like a... It's clear that he has taken different pieces of tech from around the area and spent some time trying
Not a
to
bad job.
create a bit of a jerry-rigged, access point. I do apologize, though. As near as I can determine, the intention was to eventually use me as part of the reason to keep you here.
Your evidence?
Yes. Apparently, bringing me back to life was not considered lawful, as it were. On the plus side, you did create a wonderful loophole for it.
And technically created a body out of scratch, which...
This is true, which was also frowned upon.
Yeah, I imagine.
No, it turns out that under the rules of Metaverse law, at least as I can understand it, apparently, with my death, any and all crimes of which I was considered guilty beforehand are no longer valid, because effectively I've died. Anything that took place while I was in that odd limbo state, well, attributable to the man who died. Similarly, having been resurrected, well, they don't recognize that, and so that's also been given to the man who died.
You scammed the system. You're a genius.
No, I think it's actually a bit of a loophole. What's that word? A rubberus, the snake that eats itself.
There's a steak that eats itself?
No, a snake. A snake.
And he's back.
It's not so much a loophole. But yeah, it's not so much a loophole as more of a temporal loop, or a Mobius strip of the law, as it were.
Right, but if we hadn't brought him back to life, we'd still be stuck in prison.
Well, yeah, I'm
But
sure
probably
there's
for
plenty of
I
other
assure
things.
you, I am not the only evidence that's been compiled against you.
No,
Yeah.
I mean us bringing you back to life is the reason we're escaping. It was like
This is true.
Oh, and besides, I'm the first one to say, just because a law is on the books doesn't mean it's a good law.
This is very true. We could have a conversation
Most
about this.
agreed.
However, I think it
Another
would be-
time.
Exactly.
I'm looking for my crate.
Okay. Just physically looking, or are you trying to use that little database that he's tried to build?
I'll use the database. I'll give it a whirl.
As it is, you're not able to find your own stuff.
Okay.
Because it's not like it's fully cataloged.
Okay.
What he has been able to hack into is pretty much a lot of the security protocols.
Okay.
Because frankly, that was the part that seemed most important.
Okay.
Trying to figure out who was in this facility, where were you all, and how to get in touch with you.
So I'm gonna turn to my right, which is in the nearest crate near me. What does it say? How is the crate labeled?
The crate is just labeled with a series of numbers and digits.
Okay.
Characters.
Numbers and digits.
I know. It's weird.
There's
Do
both.
they look
the future is a
Do they look similar to our prison numbers?
They're much longer. It's like a 20-character label.
Nice.
And I will literally just make up something that won't have
No,
any
it's
meaning right now if I have to.
okay. I'm just trying to think of patterns. What happens when you open a crate?
The
Well,
drones.
I believe. Well, sometimes I get lucky. Let me try this one. And he walks over to the side and sort of
This
looking
is
around.
not the time to be testing our.
No. It should be okay. Stay over there in the. What did you call it? Barracks?
Yes.
Stay in the barracks for a moment, please.
I
Do you
have
have
the
anything to
lightning
eat in
gun.
there that's not paste?
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna look around.
Use the dispensary. It seems to be working. He cracks open one of the crates, starts digging around. Well, interesting. Anyone fancy a banana?
Okay.
There was a banana in the crate. And it's good and it's fresh and it's yellow.
All
and
that
it's,
seems to have been in there. And he closes
and
the crate and sets it back on
right.
the side.
Thomas, my banana's broken.
We got lucky on that one. Sometimes it sends out a few.
It's got numbers on it,
What kind of numbers?
like a phone.
Are you dialing a banana?
I guess so.
Are there
They're not really labeled. They're just buttons.
Does it have any contacts listed?
Doesn't smell like a banana.
In case of emergency. Is there a nice
Oh.
number?
Just one. Maybe I can call a way out of here.
I'm up for anything. I think, yeah.
Worth a shot.
Okay.
Considering the strangeness.
If
that I've
this
seen
ends up
happen
being
around
just a
all of you-
banana, nobody gets to tell anybody that I talked to a banana.
Deal.
It's just one banana.
Everyone has to agree to this. Fair.
Deal.
Deal. Explain afterwards.
Hello, it's me. I was just calling to say hi, I guess. Sorry I missed you. Call me back. I'm on a banana.
Who was it? A voicemail?
Who are
Yeah.
Who are you leaving a message
Yeah.
for?
Did they say the name of the
It
person?
said, hello, you've reached the Bakers. We can't come to the phone right now as we are off planet. If this is a superhero-related emergency, please contact Hex Destiny at Sentinel City Operations.
Can I use it? Oh no. Everything's fine.
Why can't?
It's gonna
But
be
it was
fine.
Butch.
The Bakers, you say?
Yeah,
The time has passed.
The bakers.
the Bakers. But it was grown-up Butch, so it wasn't like when he was a kid and he lived with his mom.
So grown-up Butch got a baby baker? They got a bun in the oven?
I don't know, but they're off planet looking for their buddy.
I like that.
Interesting.
Okay. Well, hopefully they know how to dial a banana back.
Did you leave a number?
No, he just said he called from the banana.
He doesn't have a number.
That's fair.
It's a banana.
Well, maybe it does have a number, but either way, I don't know what it is.
Like a red line.
Well, when we get to
Call
a
the
place with
banana phone.
phones again, we'll use the caller ID with whatever phone I decide to call with it.
There we go.
Given the statistical improbability of you reaching Butch Baker on that banana phone, I do think it makes sense to carry it with us.
Is it a real banana?
I don't know.
Okay.
Are you
I
going to
once
ask
had a
if he has a
best-
banana in his pocket?
I
That
once
was
had a best friend who was a sentient turkey leg, so odder things have happened.
Otters are adorable.
I think so too.
really are.
That's okay. So
That's
why
impossible.
have you noticed a pattern of which crates make alarms and alert the drones and which ones don't?
Not really. Honestly, at this point, now that you're all here, I would just like to get out of this place.
That's a wonderful
all
idea.
for
We
that.
don't need to be going through all the crates.
I know. I just want to get my stuff back or see what they have.
Mr. Zendo,
But
wasn't
if
it?
there's no way of finding it, I won't.
You
What
left
kind
here
of stuff
before.
are you looking for?
I don't know.
Once.
What do they know?
They know everything.
Well, can we make it
There
twice?
could be a lot potentially.
Possible, I'm sure.
Well, what did you do last time?
Well, I never came to evidence. I used some of the old passageways, and I used the medical infirmary to release a biological contaminant within the facility, and opened up all the emergency doors and walked right to Joe's Diner. And
Well, the
What
fire
was that?
alarm was supposed
Wait.
to open up the.
Emergency doors. There was a door in the back that opened. I candidly didn't want to explore it.
Well, that's the emergency door. We should go
Let's
there.
go.
Okay. Starts walking
Would have been
off in
great
direction.
information to have before we started shopping.
Hey, look, you got a banana phone out of it. That's kind of awesome.
Is it?
So you go walking down this very long hallway. I'm not calling it. It's a big ass room. I mean, it's one of the reasons. It's a big old room. And Thomas explains he didn't actually see a door open. He just heard a door and didn't, frankly, feel like exploring it when nothing came out to try and kill him. That seemed like a good enough, as it were.
I was just hoping I come across something. That's all.
So after a while, wandering this way and that, you get to a doorway.
Okay. Is this the door that opened? It's open. Never mind. That was a stupid question, Thomas. I'm so
in the
sorry.
time that we've been here, I haven't seen this space before. I'm guessing that you must have opened this somehow. How did you set off the... Did you use a biological weapon?
No, we just caught the crematorium on fire.
Flame paste by Blamco.
Seems safer. Excellent choice.
What is it? Another hallway? The door open to another hallway?
He doesn't even have to tell us that at this point. We
I
know.
was gonna say.
It opens to a hallway, and at the end is a door that looks like a normal door.
Like a door?
Like a door.
Well, or like a door.
Or
could it be like
or,
a door?
Yeah, as a door.
Or is it
a
a door?
door?
I don't know, but they just remind us we do have a dance break, and maybe we should door dance break.
Dance through the door break. Break dance door.
Sure.
We forgot to do it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Masters, masters of the Metaverse, masters, masters of the Metaverse. Watermelon, rhythm of the lemon buff.
Are we there already?
A master.
Yeah.
What is happening?
I'm no.
Masters. Masters of the Metaverse. Masters. Masters of the Metaverse.
Oh, right, dance break, sorry. Oh, God.
Masters. Masters of the Metaverse. Masters. Masters of the Metaverse.
You were so close, man.
You open the door slowly. Not sure what you'll find on the other side. Quite aware that the impending possibility of death could be lingering towards you. But instead, you think you smell burgers and strawberry milkshakes.
Oh my gosh.
Joe's, I'm walking fast. I'm walking faster. I'm going. I'm booking it. I'm booking it. I'm booking. Why are you switching chairs?
Well, that took you long enough.
What?
We're inside. About time.
Welcome back to Joe's Diner.
Been waiting.
Mr. Rhodes, is it?
Much better.
Calico again?
Where'd you get the hat?
Did you leave it in Joe's?
Oh no, it's just something I do.
Where do you pull it out of?
Zenda.
Mr.
Screw
Rhodes,
you, Rhodes.
I must object to this entrapment on the part of the Metaverse Authority.
Sit down,
Clearly,
Rhodes.
yes.
Everybody have a seat. Order what you're gonna order. This might take a minute.
Are you gonna snap me to a prison before I can get my food?
Why would I do that when I just helped you escape?
But you sent me to prison.
Yeah,
So
I know.
why'd you help me escape?
Because I need something from you.
At least you're honest.
I'll take a patty melt.
Make that
actually,
two.
yeah.
3, 5, 9. You know, just like literally as
I
many
want
as you
one
can
of
make.
everything on
You
the
can just
menu.
keep bringing it out.
Yeah.
One at a
Extra
time.
pickles. Please.
I'm just happy to accommodate, really. Hollywood, get everybody something that they want except for Zenda.
That tracks.
You came by it fair.
Mm-hmm.
Also, where
All
did
right.
you pull your
I'm taking that.
So you're all here. Or at least most of you were here. The other ones were already out and doing the things they are supposed to be doing.
So you
What?
got them transferred?
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Well, right now you're the only pilots that are in a unique enough position with a locked metaverse, and that's kind of what I needed for this.
Might understand that you won't be sending any of us back.
To prison?
Yes.
We've all been played.
I'm not telling you that I'm not going to send you to prison, as that is the only threat that I hold over most people. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. So for those of you who haven't met me, my name is Rhodes. I'm with Metaverse Enforcement. And I'm tired. Very, very tired. This job.
Sometimes Hollywood lets people nap in the back room.
Right? Yeah. No.
Not me.
Is
I
it
don't-
because you send people to prison like all the time for like saving the world?
Oh, Rosie Harbin. If only you were as smart as you were pretty. So, what I need is for you to catch a bad guy.
And why should we catch a bad guy?
You know what? I'm just going to send you back.
Wait!
Why? I don't like her tone, I don't like her voice, and her face is bothering me.
However, she is integral and valued part of the team, offers skills and abilities that most of the rest of us do not.
Name one.
We won't help you unless she's with us.
So send two back then? Anybody else not gonna help?
No, we.
Oh, so you all just want to go back?
Lassoing,
I am
hyper
not part of
athletic.
we.
I can do it with just you, Zenda. I've got the other pilots, it won't be a problem.
I'm all right with that.
Mr. Rhodes.
Guys, let's just hear him out.
So, who else has snark for Rhodes?
The bad guy you need dealt with is
Very, very dangerous and will most likely kill you.
great. So business as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way to get more information on this person?
I have all the information you need.
Wait.
All you have to do is ask me about it.
I thought
don't
I
see
was
it.
the most wanted criminal in the metaverse.
No,
I believe you were the
you're-
most hated criminal in the Metaverse.
That is true. You're in the top 5. Congratulations, although you don't do enough violent activity. The man that we are after is Antonius Basilius. If I said that right, I'm not sure.
Antonius Basilius?
Yeah, I'm really about to send you away.
That was Maggie laughing. Mr. Rhodes. Is it all right to call you Mr. Rhodes?
Yeah.
I apologize for my short temper at the beginning, but I have been yanked around by plenty of people.
You have a short temper all the time, Rosie. Everyone knows that. It's in your file.
So far, this whole thing has been someone like you telling me that I don't have a choice, and I just have to do what you say without giving me any
You
good
do have a
reason.
choice. I just told you what it was. And I'm not able to get this information to you until you stop talking to me.
I've got some snark for Rhodes. All the snark for Rhodes. From Chat Without Love, #clarity.
Thanks, Chad.
A great friend in woe.
I do think it's ironic that the person most likely to get in trouble with Rhodes for snark is Crash, but he can't get in trouble with Rhodes right now.
No.
I know. What are you going to do?
He's got immunity.
So, I would like to tell you about this person.
Fire
and you
away.
can ask me questions about this person when I am done. You can ask as many questions as you want. If they're shitty questions, I will tell you. Cool?
Will you answer
Abrupt.
all of our questions?
Yes.
Will you answer them honestly?
That's the only way I do it.
Well, then please go ahead.
For reference, if I've ever lied to you, it wasn't me.
Oh, that's comforting.
It's one of the rules I have. Everybody has to live under rules. That's one of mine. Like, you shouldn't, like, resurrect people. You know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna completely leave it alone.
It was
So,
appreciated.
congratulations, you have escaped Meta End. The help that I provided you in that regard was almost nil. That's not to say I didn't help you. I 100% did try to help you. But you weren't where you were supposed to be, in the prison, because somehow you are still accessing the metaverse from inside a place that cannot access the metaverse.
I saw that.
Now, instead of losing my shit about that, which I'm really upset about, by the way, because that is not supposed to be able to happen, and yet every place that you guys go, it seems to happen, and I hate it. It also happened inside my prison, which makes me hate it that much more. So, since you are still able to do all of these impressive, supernatural, and superhuman things, I have jobs for you. Important jobs. We're going to catch a very dangerous criminal together. And then, I'm never going to hear from any of you again. I'm going to send you home, unlock your metaverse, and give you your lives back. Is that what you would like?
Literally the best offer we've been given in 2.5 years.
It was what I put under best case scenario. It's the thing that you would like, yes?
Yes.
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 Verbal confirmation from all
Yes.
except one. There we go. Yes. Yes. So now that you have all agreed with the yes, I want this thing, I'm going to tell you the thing that I want. This character, Antonius, is a Class 5 metapilot. Standard range human, which doesn't really tell you much. So let me give you an idea of what he's wanted for. How about that? Let's see, 237 counts of murder of a metapilot. Now, there are not that many metapilots on any given metaverse. Just so we're all clear on that, he has killed 237 of them. That's approximately...
You said questions at the end. I apologize.
That's 10 to 20% of the population of all metapilots over Class 3. That's a lot of people. 146 counts of destabilization of a metaverse for personal gain. That's a lot of what you guys have been charged with as well. 3 counts of irreversible calamity of a metaverse. You guys have only been charged with that once.
What is that?
Those charges are pending. Where you destabilize a metaverse to where it can't go back to the way it was, or if you shift the paradigm in a particular world past the point of its reality's ability to handle, that's what you get.
Farther on.
Yeah,
I got a good idea what that one was.
19 metaverse alteration violations of the Metaverse Accords. Now, admittedly, you guys have more than that. But you didn't murder 237 metapilots to get it. And 397 counts of murder of an avatar, or of being a being of temporal significance. Avatars generally fall under the beings of temporal significance, but it's 397 avatars that he has murdered. Why is that important as opposed to him murdering a metapilot? Does anyone know?
It cuts off the source of power, their access to it.
Right.
And if they're
Your avatars are
temporal
dead, your
importance-
powers are dead.
This guy is a mobster.
The metapilots that he killed, was he seeking them out, or were they
Oh no.
peripheral to whatever he was doing?
Oh no, he seeks out and employs metapilots. And if they don't do what he says, he starts coercing them in various ways. Up to and including murdering their avatars on other metaverses so they can't stand against him. It's quite shrewd. I'll be taking questions at this time.
What class metapilot am I?
3.
No one's told me.
It's right on your You didn't tell them what the numbers meant?
No one asked.
All right. Next.
Mind confirming that for the rest of us?
You all want to know what level meta pilots you are?
I'm presuming 3 as well, but
3, 4, 4, 3.
So, do you know when this man is? When?
What's your glitch?
I was dead at the time.
How's that work?
What's
Lately, not as well for me.
What's a glitch?
All level 4 meta pilots have a glitch. That's what makes them force.
And that's a good thing?
No, it's almost never a good thing. That's why we have to generally keep them separated from other meta pilots. We can't just necessarily sever them from their avatar bonds like we did with all of you. In case you're wondering, by the way, those are severed bonds.
Permanently. Permanently.
Whatever bonds you had with whatever avatars you had is no longer a concern of yours.
Because they were murdered by this guy?
No, we don't
Okay.
do that. We're metaverse enforcement. We simply cut the
Why-
bond between you two.
So you cut the bond.
That was what part of your punishment.
Okay.
Sorry.
Where is he? When is he? Where is he? Do we know his location in time and space?
Yes and no. We've had some trouble hitting him down for the last 10,000 years or so. He's a slippery guy.
now that 10,000 year number? That's because he keeps jumping throughout time and space, rather than he's that long lived.
Yeah, he has set up shop on a traveling pocket metaverse. Some of you may have even been there. A place called Arena. Anybody familiar with that?
No.
Thomas?
I've heard of it.
What is it?
It is a small pocket metaverse that attaches itself to other metaverses for a temporary amount of time, wherein pilots and avatars have been known to do battle. So started off as kind of a, well, I don't know what its original purpose was. I think it was for fighting, one of those fighting places. And since then, it's been traveling. And he seems to have some kind of control over it.
Great, so when do we get started?
They'll get started as soon as we're done with this debriefing.
We
Your food hasn't even shown up, Rosie.
do
I'm sorry you're upset.
How do you expect us to stop him when you were capable of all the things of which you were capable, and we can't stop you?
I can't even go to Arena.
Not a meta pilot.
We all have to live under rules, Thomas, like I said. And I'm subject to probably a lot more than you are.
So you want us to go undercover, infiltrate a vast multi-metaverse criminal organization headed by one of the most ruthless criminals of all time.
No, the most ruthless criminal of all time.
Yeah, good.
Just making sure everyone understands.
He is the worst and most dangerous criminal in the metaverse.
We
He
literally
runs
have
his
nothing to lose.
organization out of Arena.
I have a lot to lose. What?
What do you think that you have that they can't take from you? You might as well just do what he says.
I am gonna do what he says because I want my reward. So what do we / I or any of us have to do it perfectly for us to get to our normal lives again? What do we need to do? Just kill the
Infiltrate his
guy?
organization, find a way to access him or get close to him, and find a way to bring him in, dead or alive, I don't care.
So you just need this guy.
I
And
just
then-
need this guy.
What did he do to you, Rhodes?
The list of crimes isn't enough,
You can't catch him.
and I'm not real happy about it.
What did he do, Rhodes?
That's not something I'm talking about with you, Zenda. Of everybody at this table, you are the last person I would tell that information to.
What did he do, Rhodes?
He did a lot of bad things. He killed my partner. He escaped meta end.
How do you propose we ingratiate ourselves to him?
You're metapilots.
That's enough.
You've been to Arena before. You can get back in again.
Will he know that we were at Meta M?
I would think that being escapees might work in our favor.
Yeah, you are actually technically the third group of people who have ever escaped Meta End. That should get you on his radar.
So him, Zenda, us.
Yeah.
Okay. Just trying to make sure I'm clear.
Does he
I
know?
was the only one that escaped.
No, you're the only one who escaped without killing anyone.
Does he know who we are?
He'll be able to find out who you are.
But right now he doesn't.
Right now
We
he
had
doesn't.
people can't pay ransoms.
I don't know who he pays off to get the information that he gets, but his information is always good.
You did unleash a biological weapon as
Now-
part of your escape. I'm not sure that you should take too much pride in it.
If you're worried about your loved ones, which I'm assuming you are, because you're usually worried about your loved ones, he can't get to them. Your metaverse is locked. Nobody can get there.
This is a bit off topic, but do you know what happened with Tom? Is he dealt with?
We are investigating that currently and have a team on it.
Okay.
A team.
That's right.
You know, it does seem, just from a practical point of view, that we would be more useful toward your goal without all of these bonds that have been severed.
I can't give them back. I didn't remove the bond. It's cut.
It's gone. Get over it. Take us to where we're supposed to go so we can do what you need us to do.
I'm confused as to how we're going to be able to approach this guy and be of any use to him if we have no...
We're metapilots. We can do anything.
You can bond new avatars. You'll be doing that.
Wonderful.
We've got something set up to make that happen for you.
What do you have set up?
A process, and hopefully it takes, but it involves bonding an avatar just like you've all done before.
How many?
I'm good on the avatar bonds. Thank you.
Well, I don't think you can. You were only a 3 before you started. There's no way you could bond another avatar when you've got 2 living in your head.
Any word on getting that?
We're working on it.
Program, a project, and now a process. This can't go poorly at all.
I didn't say it was good, but it is the only way you're getting home. And not in prison.
So if we don't, or if we can't, or if we fail in the process,
I'll give you a head start.
So, can you run us through specific examples of what we were charged with, just so we don't replicate that moving forward? I mean, I would hate to go through this whole process and end up right back in jail.
Your investigation is still underway. That means they have not gotten to the very bottom of everything that you're guilty of, because there's this strange phenomenon that seems to follow you around and can follow you into places where the metaverse can't normally work.
Okay.
That's new evidence. That's something I got today. It may well work in your favor as far as crimes go, but if you succeed in this, you get a full pardon. You get your metaverse back. We unlock it for you. And we teach you how to live in a normal metaversal hierarchy. Simple.
while on this mission, can we be immune to certain metaverse laws to accomplish the bigger purpose?
This is off the books. There will be...
We can do whatever we need to do to get the job done.
Yep.
This one's bad enough where I'm going to look past a lot of things.
Okay.
He did something really terrible to you.
There's not a lot of friends in this business, Enda.
Oh, that's rich coming from you.
I've only ever had one. So, who doesn't want to do this?
I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in.
And absolutely.
Any word on that food, Hollywood?
It's on its way.
You can cancel my order. I'm not hungry.
You will be. You're gonna need your strength. Look, I'm used to people not being happy to see me, but you just escaped from prison, folks. So, have one for me. I'm not allowed to eat here. And I'd say stay out of trouble, but don't. And I'd say don't worry about your friends, but do.
You are amazingly shitty at pep talks.
Yeah, I don't really do pep talks.
No, it shows. Sorry, no. Not
Anyway, don't die. You're going to want to be home in your own metaverse by the time the next event goes down. That's the best you're getting from me.
Do we have to go home?
No. You looking for a job?
Just curious.
No, it's just you can go home. You never have to. I mean, you're meta pilots. You can do whatever you need to. Their check's on me.
I find myself wishing I knew how to set up a summer cottage in the arena.
This is really bad.
Yes, let's eat up and get going.
You're wigging me out when you're this quiet, Crash.
I know, sorry.
So, apart from, well, this sucks. Thoughts?
I don't think it does suck. We have a chance. We could go home. If we want to, or if not, we could do what we want to. We can if
Since when do you think you're ever going to be able to do what you want to? If we complete this task for him and he sends us back where he needs, there is nothing in this fucking multiverse stopping him from coming back and making us do the same damn thing over and over and over again for him. We have lost. We have nothing right now.
We have freedom for the first time.
And what makes you think he's gonna let you stay free?
He doesn't lie.
That's what he said.
Yeah, and he was
Mr.
talking
Jackson's
about this specific one. He said we could go back. He never talked long term that he'd never speak to us again.
Well, no, but he did promise that he would clue us in on what all of the rules are after
Right.
we get this complete.
That is true. Cool. We'll know the rule book.
I understand it's not much.
I've never seen
I'm right
anybody
with
so upset about having to get out of prison.
I mean,
It's not upset about leaving.
it's the connections, man.
She misses someone.
Oh, not me. I don't miss anybody at all. My life is great.
If I have an opportunity to get back to Mac, that is what I'm gonna do. And so I know that you see this as cyclical. I gotta see my brother. I gotta see my brother. I gotta get to Mac, and I am so stoked that there might be an opportunity that I can do that for a while. Maybe he summons us back. Yeah, sure, maybe we will do that. Maybe we won't. We don't really know. All I know is that he said he doesn't lie and that he can give us this opportunity, and I am going balls to the wall with this one. So if I could do anything to help you in this process, I will. I don't know what it is or what you need or what you want.
Let's just get you back to your brother.
Okay.
That's what she needs. A cause, purpose.
Okay.
Works for me.
Time to be the bad guys?
Okay.
Good.
Done.
We were
I mean,
bad guys
Maybe
the
we'll
whole
run into our
time.
friends on the way.
Yeah.
It's possible. I'd like to know how they're doing.
Well, they haven't been murdered by this guy yet. That's something. I mean,
Rhodes mentioned another team. Rhodes works alone.
I got the sense the rest of our crew was out there somewhere.
Yep.
I think they may be one and the same.
I think there's a very good chance of that.
he's still a big jerk.
Oh, yeah, no, we all agree on that, right? I mean, screw
Rhodes?
that guy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, good.
I hate him. I truly, truly hate him.
After a little bit, Hollywood comes over and drops off the food. Now looks around the table, gets the sense that everyone's in a place, as it were, and just kind of nods at y'all and heads back towards the kitchen.
Are we supposed to go with you?
I think you were just giving us our food, Crash.
Okay. I don't know where we're supposed to go.
I
Well-
assume something will tell us at some point.
It's the impression I get.
Has your banana phone ring?
No.
I just.
No, it has not.
Just.
I feel like you would have heard it ring. I don't have it on vibrate.
I was
don't
gonna.
think.
That was gonna be a.
Nope, no
vibrating
buttons. It's a banana. Okay.
Everyone give me a...
If it's a vibrating banana, it's probably not really a phone.
Everyone give me a notice check.
Beat it by 13.
7.
Beat it by 1.
Beat it by 2.
I don't actually know what my check is, but I rolled a 2. Beat it by how many?
7.
7.
2.
9.
14. 13.
Can we use your reroll?
How about I just use, can I just use my buff and get +5 so I beat it by 7?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Have you already used your buff?
I got 2
Did
though.
I have 2?
And you used your Patreon one? Your,
That's what I mean, your Patreon buff. I thought she used that. Or did
no,
you use the
she
Patreon
didn't.
one? What's your Patreon buff?
+3.
+3? Perfect.
5.
+5. It takes a moment as you all are just kind of sitting there lost in your own thoughts. And then one other little thought, just kind of you realize as you were, kind of being thoughtful. Sorry, more descriptive than that. You look across the table a bit. Over at the counter, you see sitting there an untouched milkshake, strawberry flavored.
Mm-hmm.
And it occurs to you that when Hollywood walked away, he didn't nod at you. He was nodding at the milkshake.
Ring, 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 ring,
And I
ring,
think
ring.
we'll end it right about
This
there.
is your banana phone provider. Please insert 50 cents if you want to continue this call. #hack attack.
Thank you, chat.
There is no place to put quarters into a banana. I've been looking.
But I think we'll end it right there.
It's a good enough spot for me.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for coming and playing with us tonight.
Great job, chat.
Yeah.
Yay, chat.
Seriously.
Yeah. Kind of a bummer about that severing crap. I'm just gonna not think about that.
Yeah, no,
What about
that's my feelings are incredibly hurt by that right now.
Yep.
What a mean bastard to do that to.
Thank you everyone for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you everyone for hanging out with us tonight. We will be back next week with who's in the chair next week? In the chair next week.
I'll be in the chair next
You're in the chair next week. I honestly don't remember who's coming to play next week.
We're not.
You want to know?
There's a giant
I do. I think
calendar
we should get to
somewhere.
know.
Yeah, who do we got on next week?
Let's tell Chad who's coming to play next week.
I suppose I could dig out the calendar in here.
While he's doing that, chat, here's your scavenger hunt if you want.
Best friend, this was supposed to be about hope.
It's true.
The greatest hopes come from the greatest
Scavenger
darknesses.
hunt for you,
Right.
chat. Go back to see if you can find all of the references to the A-Team that have been showing up in all 3 episodes to tell you that that's how this was going to end today.
Oh, and we should. Next week is Labor Day, so we.
Next week we are actually not.
Yeah.
We are off next
Oh, so the
week.
week after that. Okay.
Yeah.
9/9 we will return back with
Sweet.
me in the chair, and I'm not going to tell you the cast.
Okay.
Ooh.
And if
Oh, yeah.
anyone- and if any-
Super secret.
Just because, like,
squirrel.
last time we tried to do a show on a holiday, it was.
It took like 3 hours to get to the
It was a
studio in
nightmare,
traffic, and I don't
so-
want to put anybody through that.
Yeah.
I would rather people, especially teachers going back into teaching, and people with kids get the last hurrah weekend to go do their stuff.
Yeah. So we love you. We're just
That
trying
doesn't
to.
mean that none of us will show up. It just means that we won't have a show that day.
Yeah.
Is a waffle?
Oh, damn it.
Are you doing one?
I don't know. Is Christian gonna play guitar?
Sure, bud.
Are we having a waffle right now?
I was hoping. That's why I
We're
wanted to
having a
do it early.
spontaneous made up on the fly waffle too.
Oh, yay! Those are the best.
Somebody wanted one about Mexican food done at metal.
Friday night.
All right.
Those
Nice.
are,
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
I have no idea how this is gonna work at all.
Oh, a pick. You're not. Oh.
Uh-oh.
No, don't worry about it. I'll make it work.
Oh, I know. I got
You
I'm just looking for any way that we can, not.
You can just say, not today.
No, that would be a cop out.
I know, I do that all the time.
Can I ask a really random question?
Yeah.
While we're waiting for, while we're stalling and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And this is only going to be applicable to some folk in chat or in the room, and I apologize to those who it is not. Does anyone else randomly have one of the songs that Murdoch used to sing on the A-Team going through your head? The Fighting Nighthawks one?
Oh my gosh, right. You used to
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Fighting Nighthawks
I
in
guess
the
I can't
sky,
anyway.
brave and loyal are these guys.
The winner would be very happy if we pushed it a week anyway.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought this was the person who was going to be here and the other one wasn't going to be here.
Okay, well, we'll do it next week then.
Because there were 2. Hanging.
What else do we do?
I was gonna.
Not
I
really.
thought the Barlack one was the other one. Yeah, you'll have to straighten that out for me because I have different people listed for those in the production room that you sent me with the information. So, I'm confused.
I am incredibly distracted right now because I just got a text from our realtor that the guy might be accepting that offer.
Oh,
so now
wow.
my brain-
Get out!
Yeah, so
Then you can move down the street from
You
where
can
you
move
live.
to Tacoma.
not 100%,
Oh.
but it's more promising
See,
than I thought.
I have those for backwards people, so I don't have anything for
What else could we do? I really need to use the restroom. I'm gonna get up.
All right, well, we can.
Let's call it a night, folks. I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank the cast. They should get to introduce themselves. Mags, if you would be so kind as to
I'm
start
Maggie
off,
Doyle.
or start over here with Mags.
I'm Jess.
Uh-huh.
She started? No.
Are we just doing first names? then?
Whatever you do, you would do. No,
I'm-
she did 2 names.
I'm Roy.
There you go.
A life well lived.
Down
I'm
here.
Luke.
I'm confused.
I'm James.
I'm confused.
Leo, do you want to come introduce yourself?
Yes, Leo on
Yes,
camera.
Leo, come
Yes,
here.
yes, yes.
Leo on camera.
Come talk me.
headphones.
Leo, have they gotten you on camera yet?
No.
Really?
Leo on camera.
This is not Mark. This is Leo. I don't know how we have not allowed her to be on camera yet. This is the wonderful Leo who saves us so many times. She is fantastic. Just this wonderful, wonderful person, and we are so grateful that she's part of this team. And thank you for all that you do.
Yeah, no problem. Glad to be here.
So, folks, this has been Masters of the Metaverse. I want to thank you for putting up with me in this seat. I want to thank James
Wasn't
for
it great to have
busting
you
his
back?
butt and
Was,
doing it
yeah.
for so long.
Absolutely.
I will make an effort to actually get Big Stompy Robots coming so that I can do this stuff more often. Because this was fun, I'll be honest. Even if it seemed at times that I was half-assing it, I promise I wasn't.
We know you are.
You were whole ass.
I want to thank you guys though, because it was
Whole ass
you
the
were
whole
really
time.
entertaining to watch. It was so much ass. It was right up there. I can't wait for that to be a meme.
That was towards the beginning of the
Yeah.
episode.
But you guys are so much fun to just watch banter, and I think that's the thing that I got most distracted by at times. It's just fun to watch you interact at times. And that's, you know. So thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Drive safe, unless you're not driving, in which case sleep well, and drive safe and then sleep well. Don't do it in the other order because that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
And
Be
if
safe.
you, and
All
if
the
you
fun
get
stuff.
this far, happy belated birthday, Penny.
Yay. Oh, and happy birthday to my sister-in-law today too.
Well, there you go.
And all the people who have birthdays.
Yeah.
Bye everyone.
And-
We'll see
and
you
a
in 2
very merry
weeks.
unbirthday
Or
to
we'll
the
see
rest
you
of
at games
Yeah.
night.
Happy
Other times.
birthdays.
You're wonderful.
Happy
We love you.
anniversaries.
And all of the hearts. All of the hearts. With the stuff in the hearts.
Masters of the Metaverse, Masters of the Metaverse. They travel through time and space and stuff. Troll them, re-roll them, throw them above. They fly through dimensions, this isn't a bluff. Heroes compelled, they have no choice. Bound by the winds of a secret voice. Masters of the Metaverse, Masters of the Metaverse. Masters of the Metaverse, Masters of the Metaverse.